Can you all hear me? I just want to get confirmation.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, Reka.
Okay, good. I will request all the participants to make sure that they mute their system so that it does not disturb all the other team that is participating in this session. Now, looking at all of us, whether we are a mail runner, a director, a policy officer, or a head of division, any human being has got, it's like an iceberg. 10% appear on top of the surface of the water, and 90% is always under the water. So when you make, for example, a CV, the CV gives you the element of the education, the skills, the knowledge, the experience of the person. But the CV does not give you the behavior of the person. The CV does not tell you the traits, the habit of that person, or what motivates that person to work. What is the reasoning capacity of that person, or the cultural fit of that person. So a CV is very limited. The CV assessment, which is one of the, I would say, the assessment mechanisms that exist, it only look at education, skills, knowledge, and some element of competencies, but not all the competencies. I'm trying to make you to understand the link. Now, when you talk about competency-based assessment, it looks from the CVs, but it goes into the behavior. That is, there are behavioral questions, there are traits, motive, cultural fit, organizational fit that come on board. Now, the competency-based assessment, which is another topic altogether, it looks into some of the job competencies. Normally, there are 10 levels of job competencies, whether it is technical, leadership, conflict resolution, customer focus, teamwork, diversity, analytical thinking, problem solving. These are competencies. And then you will see also that the Ernst & Young will carry out something called personality assessment. They look into the way, in terms of behavior and attitude, how do you fit into the job? How do you fit into a team? How do you fit into the organization? And how do you fit into the culture of the organization as well? But what we are interested is today, the session is about psychometric assessment. Psychometric assessment does not measure your PhD, your master's, your experience, your knowledge, the whole education you have, or your competencies of leadership. It does not matter. Psychometric assessment measure your reasoning. It will be difficult for any company like Ernst & Young to come and to have expertise in medical, in CDC, in HIV, in political science, in finance, in IT, in facility management. You cannot have a company that have experience in everything. So that's why they use psychometric to make a general assessment on the reasoning aptitude. How do you reason? How do you think outside the box? Some people, they might have very good education, very good technical skill, but the work habit, they cannot keep to time management, for example. So some of these elements comes as part of the common sense, and which we are going to look at. There are 6 components. Again, I repeat, psychometric does not measure your qualification, your experience, your skills, your knowledge, your competencies. It only measures your reasoning. How do you reason outside the box? The same test that can be taken by a child of 16 years of age can be taken by somebody of 54 years of age. We say that the child of 16 doesn't have experience, yes, but the reasoning aptitude of that child can be even be higher than somebody of 54 years of age. Now, there are 6 components we're going to look at: verbal reasoning and numerical reasoning. And we need to go beyond that, because for the P5, in the assessment of Ernst & Young, for example, they concentrate on verbal reasoning and numerical reasoning. But also we should understand that for lower grade, like Sabelo has indicated, for some GS or technical or technician, they might go into logical and abstract reasoning, which we are going to touch base on that. There is also, for example, secretarial duties or administrative duties, they might have error checking and accuracy. This is part of a reasoning. For some engineering, they use in terms of visual and spatial reasoning. And lastly, problem solving reasoning, which is actually for D1 to P4 and P3. You may use it. So what is important for you is to understand that there are 6 layers, and we will go through one by one. I want your full participation. I will ask Patrick to give the floor to some of the team so that he can control that, just to give people the chance to try to think. And anybody who wants to take the floor during a slide, they will need to raise their hand, and it will be Patrick that will give the floor, not me personally. So verbal reasoning, it has got several components: word meaning, word relationship. It gives you a comprehension, a small passage, and it asks you to give the answers. It gives you some critical reasoning, some scenarios, and also it gives you some words, and you want you to rearrange it. So normally for all level, whether it is from D to GSB, you will have verbal reasoning. That is mandatory. Numerical reasoning, it measures your computation skill, your numerical reasoning, data interpretation, your comprehension, and critical thinking. And also for whether it is your AD or a GSB, these 2 components, verbal and numerical, is going to be mandatory. Now, when it comes to error checking, they will not give error checking for directors or head of division, but they might give it to lower levels. It evaluates, it allowed you to see the ability, and you identify mistakes, and it measures also your level of accuracy. And then when we talk about logical or abstract, they give you some shape or pattern or scenarios, and they want you to interpret it and find a solution out of it. We are going to look at that. There is a lot of practice we are going to do. Spatial and visual, they give you some 3-dimensional pictures. It's like a box in 3 dimensions, and they want you in your mind to open that box, and then tell them where is that point going to be. And we are going to look into that. And lastly, problem solving, we'll give you a scenario. You need to define the problem statement.
Mute my audio.
And also provide alternative how you are going to implement. I think there are some people not muting their microphone, please. Okay, number 1. We start with number 1, which is verbal reasoning. Verbal reasoning has got in itself 6 components, which we are going to take. And some of you, I know after we finish that small training, we might even feel headache, but it is normal because when they give you an assessment of psychometric, they give you 1 hour for 100 questions. And all these questions are multiple choice. The answer is there, but they want you to go fast. Some question can take between 5 seconds to 18 seconds. Some question can even take 1.5 minutes. It all depends how you're going to take on board. Let's take the first one. Like, for example, verbal spelling errors. It gives you 4 words. It asks you find the right spelling. Patrick, can you give the floor to somebody to try?
Yes, I would like to give the floor to whoever would like to find the word.
I can see Walter.
Walter, yeah.
Walter, go ahead. You say A. Anybody else? B.
Yes.
Optimistic. Correct. The answer is B. So they give you a word like this with mistakes, and they want to know whether you are able to get the spelling check. But remember, psychometric test is supposed to be in the language where you are more adequate. If you are French speaking, the central test allowed you to choose French language. If you are Arabic speaking, the central test will allow you to choose Arabic language. So the tests vary from language. So for this training, it is in English, and I hope you will understand that I'm using English for this exercise. But when you're actually doing it, you will choose a language at the beginning to say which language you want to do the test, because it will be unfair. It will also be like an element of, I would say, discrimination. If I'm going to force a Francophone, for example, to take an English test, it's not fair. So we need to be able to make sure, I think Sabelo is hearing me, you have to make sure that language component is important. We go to number 2. Somebody want to try? Anybody can raise their hand, they can try. Patrick?
No, there is no one raising the hand.
Okay, Patrick, yourself, what do you think? Patrick, yourself, what do you think?
Hello, hello. Can you hear me, please?
It is A. I think.
Sorry?
I think about A.
Transferring.
Excuse
The answer
me.
is C.
Answer is C.
Can you hear me, please?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Merci beaucoup, Rico. C'est moi, Cécilie, du département personnalité à affaires politiques. Vraiment, je voulais intervenir dans ce sujet par rapport au niveau des langues. Et je ne sais pas si vous avez prévu l'espagnol aussi, parce que vous parlez le français, l'anglais, l'arabe. Je pense que l'espagnol devient maintenant une langue de travail. Dans ce côté-là, il fallait penser à cela, que les gens qui sont hispanophones ont droit aussi de s'exprimer, aussi de faire ce que nous voulons faire ici au niveau de la commission, en utilisant la langue dont quelqu'un est...
Thank you, brother. I've understand. Thank you. I've understand. The central test has over 32 languages.
Yeah.
So it will handle even your Spanish. You should know how to worry about language. But you need to make sure that you choose a language of your assessment. That's what I want to say. Okay?
But my thinking is that it's necessary to put in the assessor all the official languages that everyone should choose one.
My brother, I have said there is 32 language. So your language is already there.
Okay,
you choose whatever you want to do. Please, we need to gain time.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. So the answer is C, transferring.
But it's the same as B. But it's the same as B.
Yes, it's B. Sorry. I think the slide has got a problem. B and C is the same. I think there is a double answering there. Can you try number C? Number 3, auxiliary. There is also a double answer there. Anybody who want to try?
I think on the chat box, they already sent A and D.
A and D, correct. Thank you, Patrick. Now, so you can see that from this type of verbal reasoning, you look at spelling. It can be any word. Sometimes it is a word that you might not have. For example, if I say spontaneous, or I say verbatim, they can give you any word that comes, but it will come with that. So it can be anything that can come on board. So you have this type of questions. It is multiple choice. And number 2 is, it says read the sentence and find the part which is incorrect. It's telling you to find the part which is incorrect. Then it gives you A, B, C, D. Agitated over the delay in getting RUEs. Factory workers protested against the president when he reaches the factory. Where is a mistake? Anybody? Take the floor. Please feel free.
It's C.
Correct. It is C, because when he reaches the factory. So the reaches cannot be there. It should be past tense. Agitated over the delay in getting areas, the factory worker protested against the president when he reached the factory. So in this example,
There's also a mistake in A. Arrears.
Yeah.
double R.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, next. Word meaning. Let me try. It says select the option to replace the era underlying line. There is a words which are underlined and is a mistake. Contributes towards their growth. So it gives you A, B, C, D. It says correct it. Which one you are going to use? Anybody? Anybody? Contribute to the growth. Contribute towards its growth. Contribute towards its growing. No correction required. Anybody who can find a mistake there? To replace that era, contributes towards their growth. Anybody, please? Patrick?
Yeah. B, contribute without S.
Exactly. Contribute toward its growth. It cannot be there. It's the growth of the company. Its growth. So this is a style of question where you are using, you are looking for errors in sentence, or you replace the word. So everything is a sentence. You have multiple choice. You select the right answers. Word meaning. You say which word does not have a similar meaning with agreement? Agreement. Not have similar meaning with agreement. If I take compliance, compliance means I agree. I comply with it. Obedience, I obey.
Yeah.
Conformity, I agree. So the only answer is D, complacence.
Is D.
The answer is D, complacence, because it is not similar meaning with a word. So they can give you a word, but you have to be very careful when it says similar or not similar to. And it will always put it capital and underline, like I have put the not here. Let me put my cursor as my pointer as a laser. You see, it used not here. So you have to be very careful, because this is mean agreement. This is agreement. This is agreement. The only not agreement is complaisance. Can I try somebody else? Which word means to merge, to combine, to unite? Anybody?
A.
A.
Correct, because solidify does not mean it is merging. Exonerate, no. Evaporate, no. The answer is A, which is amalgamated. You agree? Which word most similar in meaning of argumentative? You are somebody that is very argumentative. It is mostly similar. Anybody?
Confrontational, B.
B.
Is B.
Oh, sorry, the answer is wrong. It's B. So the answer is confrontational, which is B. That red square should go to B. I'm sorry for that. I will correct the slides.
Mr. Rico?
Yes?
Please, I'm sorry. Just based on the two previous slides, some of the options are a bit similar. So I'm wondering if there's the option of getting half point and not the full point.
No.
Because okay.
No, it's either 1 or 0.
Because someone can argue, for instance, that solidify can also mean to merge it, and even complacence can also be similar in meaning to agreement, because when you're complacent, you are participating in and continuing with. That's why I was asking the question, but thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, thank you. So this answer is confrontational, which is argumentative. We can go to the next one. Nearly opposite to painstaking. Somebody who is painstaking, taking patient to do a job, very accurate. Painstaking. Opposite to it is what? Anybody?
B.
Straightforward
Careless.
means straightforward? No, because it's not opposite. Straightforward, you are taking pain to do it. Very good job. Something which is opposite to painstaking.
Careless.
It's a D.
B. Careless.
D.
B. Careless.
Careless.
Okay. So when you get a sentence, remember, look at the word if it is nearly opposite or nearly similar. Most similar. So be careful when you are reading the question because you can wrongly understand and you put the wrong answers. Now we take the element of word relationship. It says a tip for a service. You go to a restaurant, you pay a tip for a service to the waiter. Ransom is to who? You pay ransom for who?
From captive.
Captive.
Captive. Correct. You pay ransom for a captive, and the service is for a tip. Okay, let me try this one now. Freeze is to cool. Soak is to?
Is B.
Moisten.
Moisten.
Moisten. Correct.
C. Saturate.
No, soak is to moisten. You soak something to put humidity on it. Moisten. The next one is rehearse is for the actor. The actor has got a script, is making rehearsal. Study is for who?
Student.
Correct. Student. So you see, this is called word relationship. He take a set of words and he asks you to make the relationship. This is how a question, even for our D1 and P5, they ask us question like this. They make you compare and contrast. Okay, and surely you're going to get a question like this. A word is to something as another word is to something. So you need to get ready. The idea is for you to open your eyes to see how things is being done in a psychometric assessment. Kindly mute, please. Courtroom is for a lawyer. A courtroom is a building. The lawyer is a human being inside the lawyer, inside the courtroom. Now identify the relationship between the two words. So teacher class, contest team, arena gladiator, commuter train. Anybody? Patrick, you're not controlling. Some people are raising hand. Give the floor, please.
Melvin.
Yeah, please.
It's A.
I just want to say something. I think people should be muted completely if you want to say something before you put on. Otherwise, we will not hear what Mr. Rico is talking. Please, it's just an appeal. We need this is serious, and let people take this very serious and mute all your mics. It will be very good.
Merci beaucoup, Melvin. Je pense que nous avons déjà demandé aux collègues de se mettre en mode silencieux, s'il vous plaît. Merci.
Yes, Patrick, you can also right click and you say mute all. Anytime you want to mute, you mute all. Then I will reconnect whenever you hear noise. Okay. So somebody say teacher class. The answer is wrong because here we are talking about building, human being, courtroom, lawyer. Teacher class is human being, building. It's wrong. That's why A is wrong. Anybody else can try this? So A is wrong already.
C.
Sorry?
C.
Exactly. Gladiator is, the arena is a building, the gladiator is a fighter inside the arena. So you should be able to understand you are comparing a building and a human being. So in the same direction, you have to look at a building and a human being. You don't mix it. So the answer is C. A comprehension. The comprehension, they give you a passage and you have to be very careful. You only answer what is in the text. Don't make your own understanding, your own presumption when you are reading a competency-based verbal comprehension. If it is there, you say it is there. If it is not there, you say it is not there. Don't assume that it is there. No need for assumption. So it says read through the passage and evaluate the statement which follow it according to the rule below. True, the statement is true given the information in the passage. False, the statement is false given the information in the passage. Can't say, there is insufficient information to say whether the statement is true and false. And I read together with you. A refectory is like a cafeteria in a school. A refectory open at 6:30 in the morning to serve breakfast, which must be ordered by 9:30. Ordered means you pay. Serving means it is on the plate. So the cafeteria open at 6:30 to serve breakfast, which must be ordered by 9:30. Lunch is served between 11:45 and 2:30. Serving means on the plate. Dinner is served between 6 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. Serving means on the plate. Guests can be accommodated at lunchtime and dinner time, provided that 24 hours notice has been given. So if you have guests, you can accommodate them during lunchtime and dinner time. The text does not tell you, can you accommodate them during breakfast? There is nothing like that. It's a vegetarian option is always available. If somebody is vegetarian, the option is available always means breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's always available. But vegans, can somebody tell me what is vegans?
Vegetarian.
Somebody allergic to eggs. But vegans should notify the catering coordinator. If somebody has got allergy to eggs, he should notify the catering coordinator at the beginning of each term. As I said, it's a school. As should anybody else who has special dietary requirement, they have any sort of allergy, they need to inform the catering coordinator. This includes nuts, gluten, soya bean, allergies, etc. So all allergies, they must inform the catering coordinator. Let's look at the first question. I keep the text there. First question, you can order lunch at 9:45 a.m. if you wish. Anybody? At 9:45. Does the paragraph tell you that you can order lunch at 9:45 if you wish?
False.
Why false?
False.
It says by 9:30, which
By
means 9:45 you're late.
But putting the order means paying the money. You are paying the money for the lunch, which is going to be served at 11:45 to 2:30 p.m. The paragraph did not say, that's why it can't say. It does not say that because you're talking of lunch, we are not talking of breakfast. You're talking of lunch. Be careful. Don't mix 9:45 with a breakfast. It's a different issue. It says lunch is served between this and this. It says you can order, you can place the order, you can pay the money in advance at 9:45. The paragraph did not say anything. That's why the answer is can't say. Second question, anybody? Vegetarians should notify the catering coordinator. If you are vegetarian, you must notify the catering coordinator. What is the answer?
True. False.
False.
Why? Explain. Why?
False.
Can somebody explain?
Because vegetarian options are always available.
Exactly. Always available. The answer is false. You don't need to notify the catering coordinator. The only way you notify catering coordinator is allergy. That's what the paragraph says. It talk of allergy, catering coordinator, nothing else. Third question, someone allergic to eggs should notify the catering coordinator. The answer is?
True.
True.
True. The answer is true. So you take the paragraph and you look for the answer. It's always true, false, or can't say when you have a comprehension in the verbal reasoning test. Last question on this. Dinner can be ordered before 6 p.m. It's a dinner can be served between 6 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. Here it's telling you that you can order the dinner before 6 p.m. Is it true, false, or can't say?
It's true.
Why is it true?
Because in the text, they said dinner is served between 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m.
Yes.
So that means between 6 to 8, until it is 8:30, you can still order.
No, it's again serving. It said dinner is served. Serving means the food is on the plate. Between 6 to this. Order means you are paying the cashier. Order means you are paying the cashier. Dinner can be ordered before 6 p.m.
You can't say it's false.
Exactly. You can't say. You need to be very careful of wordings. Serving means putting the food in the plate. Ordering means putting the cash for payment. Order doesn't mean that you're getting the food. It is only serving you're getting the food. Okay, so it is clear understanding that a verbal comprehension, they give you a paragraph and they ask you questions. On the question, they will ask you true, false, or you cannot say. Simple and clear. And I'm expecting such type of question will come from P3 down the line, a small paragraph. We did not get it for directors and head of division, but they give us the reasoning spelling, word relationship. Critical thinking. I'm going to read one small paragraph. It says, circle the letter on the right, which corresponds to the correct answer. The statement is, Pedro is a retiree. He either go hunting or fishing every day. Every day that he wake up, he either go hunting or he go fishing. If it is snowing and windy, if there is snow and windy, Pedro will go hunting. If it is sunny and not windy, if there is sun but there is no wind, Pedro will go fishing. Sometimes it can be snowing and sunny. So which of the following statement must be true? A, if it is not sunny and it is snowing, then Pedro go hunting. B, if it is windy and not sunny, Pedro goes hunting. C, if it is windy and sunny, Pedro goes hunting. If it is snowing and sunny for D, then Pedro goes hunting. If it is windy and Pedro does not go hunting, then it is snowing. He's talking about hunting. Forget about fishing now. He's talking about hunting. All the question A, B, C, D, E is talking about hunting. So you don't have to concentrate on sunny and windy. I've already given you a hint. So anybody who can tell me that the right statement?
I would say E.
You want to say E? Yes. Let's look at how to calculate this.
Okay. It say if it is windy.
It is. If it is snowing plus windy, he's going hunting. If it is sunny and not windy, he's going fishing. Okay. If I take A cannot be true because there is wind. There is no wind. Because for him to go for hunting, there must be snow and wind. There is snow, but there is no wind. So he cannot go hunting. So A is false. B is not true because no snow. Because for him to go hunting, there must be snow and wind. In B, there is wind, but there is no snow. So Pedro does not go hunting. So B is wrong. How you eliminate it? You create a formula. 3. Not true because there is no snow again. For you to go hunting, the only answer is snow plus wind for you to go hunting. You have wind, he gives you sun, but he does not give you snow. Wrong answer. 4th, not true because no wind for hunting. He gives you snow, but he does not give you the wind. That's why Pedro does not go hunting. It's wrong. The answer is E. If it is windy, you say if it is windy, then Pedro did not go hunting because there is no snow. You see how he hides the answer there? He said if it is windy, then he could not go hunting because there was no snow. Because for you to go hunting, it must be snow plus wind to go hunting. That's how he hides the answer to create confusion. He gives you a statement and he talks you, use your reasoning, try to understand what will happen. This is called critical reasoning in the verbal aptitude test of psychometric. You are going to get these slides, which the staff association will be sending to everybody. They will put it on the Google Drive together with additional 10 different test sheets that you can practice as much as you want, especially this weekend. So you can download them and then you can use them at your will.
Rico, juste une petite minute.
Oui, oui.
Il y a une question, il y a quelqu'un qui demande quelle est la différence entre false et can say sur le slide précédent.
Okay, the false means it is not correct. It's a false statement. Can't say means there is no text in the paragraph that give you, that mention toward the question they are raising. For example, you say you can order lunch at 9:45. There is nothing of 9:45 in the paragraph that say you can order, unless you are assuming. But in a competency-based comprehension, you cannot assume your own understanding. You read the fact, you answer the fact. Can't say mean there is no text specific on the question that appear in the paragraph. That's why we have two can't say. For D, dinner, for question number 4, dinner can be ordered before 6 p.m. It cannot. It say dinner can be served, but it does not say that you can order it. So it is not there. Clear? The next one is verbal arrangement. They tell you the prime minister with the god along has arrived. You need to construct a sentence. So which sentence is the correct one? Anybody?
It's
A.
Is A.
No.
D.
The answer is B. Along with the guards, comma, the prime minister has arrived. Because you say has, if you say the guards and the minister, it will be have. So along with the guards, comma, the prime minister has arrived. If you say the prime minister has along arrived, wrong. D, the prime minister has arrived with the guard along, wrong. So he gives you a sentence, he gives you some pieces of wording, and he wants you to connect it. Simple sentence. So this is a style of verbal rearrangement. Let me give you another one. What do you think of this one? It gives you pieces of sentence. Piece A is, in fact, his belief was that customer are the origin and the source of money of any company has. B, he says the owner of Walmart, Sam Wilson, built his empire on one of the principle, customer is king. The C part is, so it is not the company which pays, but the customer does. D, it says the customer thus has the right to fire anybody in the company from a salesman to the executive director. So in which order are you going to make that sentence? You see, he gives you A, B, C, D, and he asks you, put the order. Anybody can try? If you were to start, you will start with what? Is it A, B, C, D? With what are you going to start? Always think of the starting.
B. B is the correct one. B.
B will be the correct one.
Yes. If you start the sentence, you will start with B. Now, because you start with B, solution 1 and solution 3 is eliminated. You are left now with solution 2 and solution 3. Now, what will be the next one that will come after B? Is it A or C?
A.
No.
Is it A or C?
A.
It's A.
The solution is
Correct. It says correct because it says the owner of Walmart built his empire on one principle: the customer is king. In fact, his belief was that the customer are the origin, the source of money any company has. So it is not the company which pays the customer. The customer just has the right to fire anybody in the company, from the salesman to the executive director. So it gives you 4 pieces of sentence, and it asks you arrange it in A, B, C, D. You need to be able to say, always think which one is the first to start, then eliminate the one that is going correct, and then you take the second sentence, and then you move forward. Normally, first sentence and second sentence will give you the answer. Clear? This is verbal arrangement. We have completed verbal reasoning, which is composed of 6 parts: spelling and errors, word meaning, word relationship, comprehension, critical reasoning, and verbal arrangement.
Hello?
So these will be the 6, when you take your test of verbal aptitude test, these are the 6 styles of questions that can come.
Mr. Rico?
Yes?
Sorry, sir. I really want to politely request that you repeat the explanation of this one because it may be a bit more difficult for a lot of people. So if you can repeat the explanation again once more for this particular question too, sir.
Okay. We say in our assessment, we say which paragraph will be the first one. We know that it has to start with B. The owner of Walmart built his empire on one principle: customer is king. Because if I cannot start with in fact, I cannot start so, I cannot say the customer has a right. I have to read the sentence and adjust which one is a principle, the starting point of that sentence. So that's why it is B. By being B first, which means solution A and solution 1 and 3 are eliminated because it starts with B. Now the question is the next sentence C or A? Looking at it, because since you are talking about the owner, it will go, in fact, his belief, because the owner, his belief. That's why it becomes, his belief becomes the second sentence. That's why it is B, A, C, D, because there is no other BA. What you have here is AB, BC, AB. So there is no. If we give you 2 BA, then you need now to look at the third sentence, but you don't need in this question to look at the third sentence because there is only 1 BA.
Thank you.
Is it clear now?
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay. Please, team, anybody who wants me to repeat, feel free. Don't hesitate because this is your chance.
Mr.
I really want you to succeed. Yes, thank you. Yes.
Can you please repeat?
I say anybody who want me to repeat one of the tests, the explanation about it, please feel free. I will repeat it so that at least you understand. It is what is important is for you to understand the type of style of questions that can come in your assessment. There is nothing will go outside this. You have only 6 categories of questions that can come for verbal aptitude. Okay? Patrick, I'm going to go to the next one, which is numerical. Do you want a pause, but we are already late, or can I continue?
No. I think we should just proceed, Rico.
Okay.
Let's continue. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. The second one, numerical aptitude, has got 5 components. It is arithmetic, number sequence, simple mathematics, and some graph and charts. They want to know how you interpret the charts. The charts have got bigger points. For example, the data interpretation has got bigger points, but it takes more time. Sometimes one of the questions can take 5 minutes. And remember, you have 1 hour for 100 questions. They put you under pressure. So the best is answer the easiest question first. If you have time, you come and do data interpretation. But in our exercise, we will do all of them. we will go through. Numerical computation. Anybody? 45 minus 8 is equal to, which will be 22 plus something. Anybody?
It's 15.
Yes, because 35 minus 8 is 37.
37. Yes.
Then if
37
37
plus
is equal to 37, 37 minus 22, the answer is 15. C. Remember, you have between 10 to 12 seconds to respond to this type of questions. You have to be fast because the clock is clicking. This is one of the style of numerical. It gives you something like this. In your head, automatically you make, you do, you minus, you go. You have to be rapid because it's pressure test. That's why it's called psychometric. They are testing your reasoning under pressure. Somebody else can tell me this one? 174 divided by 29 is equal to half times something. (174 divided by 29 is 6. 6 times 29 is 174. Half of something give me 6 because the answer is 6.
12.
The answer is 12.
Hello?
Yes?
12. Hello? 12.
Yes, 12. Correct. You get it fast. So remember that 0.5. Some people, they look at 0.5, they don't understand it is half. Half of 12 is 6. So the answer is C, 12. Again, this question is between 10 to 12 seconds. You should be able to think fast. 100 questions in 1 hour is not easy. 7/8 plus another fraction is equal to 1/3. To put into the picture, 1/3 is 7/4. 1 times 4, 3. 1 times 4, 4 plus 3, 7. 7/4. 7/4 is like 14/8 because I'm talking of over 8 on this side. So what would be the answer?
A.
It should be A. 7/8 plus 7/8 become 14/8. The answer is A. Correct. You see, if you don't put 7/4, you don't convert it to 14/8, you will not see that 14/8 on the other side. So that's why you have to look beyond what you see. Don't hold, don't wait. Time is going, click is going. So 7/4 become 14/8. You transfer 14/8. You say what is missing here? 7/8.
Sorry, Mr. Is it allowed to calculator?
Monsieur Rico,
yes.
Il y a une question.
This one is not true.
On voudrait savoir si les calculatrices sont acceptées. C'est les collègues qui la posent.
Yeah. Yeah. If you are making I would say, if you are making a psychometric test on paper, physical paper, in a big hall, they will not allow you to use a calculator. But if they're like now, in your case, they are giving it to you online. They are giving it to you online. That is, you are going to answer the questions and click the answer on the online system, which means that you can use your mobile. There is no restriction. That's what you need to know. But if sometimes you can go, for example, if you're applying for a job in the UN, they ask you to go to one assessment center and they give it to you on paper, they will not allow you with your mobile. But in your case, I think with the online system, there is no restriction. When we did it for the P5 and D1, it was online. There were no restrictions really. So, but it is recommended that if you are doing this test for practice, you try to use your mind rather than depending on a calculator. Just
Oui,
to,
en fait,
to train yourself.
Pour ne pas te couper, le piège est justement là. Parce que si vous avez la calculatrice, vous allez voir que vous perdez beaucoup de temps à réfléchir. Et donc, il est plus simple d'accélérer avec sa mémoire.
Yes, I'm trying to remove my interpretation so that I put it off. Yes, so it's true. If you use calculator, you are going to delay. By the time you move, you start making them figure, the seconds is going. If you're able to do it by your head, it's much better. So train yourself, and I think you can get it. And sometimes some of you have children who are in primary school, secondary school. You can do the test with them. You can share the test paper with them and see And you'll be surprised that the children in primary and secondary, they can be faster on this than you. It's telling us that we are rested. We have got a lot of rest on our body, on our mind. We are not able to think faster. But with practice, you will get it. Okay.
Enrico, excuse me, this last one, could you please come back to that, because I'm not sure that your answer you've given is correct.
Which last one?
You said that 7/8 plus something is equal to, I don't know, is it 3/4 or 13/4? I don't know what is this.
Let me explain.
This one, what is it?
The questions is, let me go to the question so that you can understand. I remove everything. It tells you what is this question mark. So for you, this question mark, 1/3 is a big fraction. It's better to convert it 7/8. 1 times 4 plus 3. It becomes 7/4. So 7/4. Now, if I look at it 7/4, the denominator is 4 on the right side, but the denominator is 8 on the other side. It's better for me to convert every denominator below.
Is it 1 plus 3/4? Because 1/3 it doesn't make, it is 3/4.
1/3 is 7/4. 1 times 4
it's not,
is
no,
4
no,
plus
it's not
3
that.
is
It is 1 plus 3/4. Not 1/3, it is 3/4.
1/3 is 7/4 mathematically.
No, 1 plus 3/4
is equal to 7/4.
No, here you don't have the plus sign. So
There is no
it's
plus sign
confusing
here. It's not confusing. Mathematically, you take 1 times 4, you get 4 plus 3, it becomes 7. That's why you get 7/4.
No, it doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. It is 1 plus 3/4, which is equal to 7/4.
I'm sorry, but it is mathematically.
Yeah,
I'm a mathematics teacher.
Mathematically, it is not true.
I think
4
that
times
if you
1
divide
plus
7
3.
by 4, you would get 1 3/4.
Rico is very right. Rico is right.
I think the way to explain it to the colleague is to say if you divide 7 by 4, you will get 1 3/4.
Exactly.
Maybe the English notation and the French notation are not the same, but if you give it to somebody who studied in French, 1 plus 3/4 is equal to 7/4, but not 1 3/4. In this notation here, for all the people who studied in French, it is 3/4.
But this is a basic algebra rule.
Si tu multiplies quelque chose par 1, c'est la même chose qui reste en fait.
Exactement.
It's not multiply. It's not multiply. It's 1 plus 3/4. That's
yeah,
why
you have to put plus.
7/4.
If you don't put plus, it doesn't work.
Yes, but in English, you don't say 1 plus 3/4. You say 1 3/4.
That's not the problem that I have with all these things, because this is for those who studied in English. You can be speaking English, but if you did not study English, you don't know how it works. Because this one, in everyone,
my brother,
for everybody who studied in French, if you write it like this, it's never 1 plus.
My brother, that's why I have said my slide is based on English.
Okay, thank you.
I did not say I'm based on French. That's why I speak, I say 1 3/4. For you is 1 plus 3/4. You interpret it the way, but 1 plus 3/4 is 7/4. And I convert it is 14/8. And if I make the denominator the same, and I know it is 7/8 plus 7/8, it becomes 14/8. Okay? Thank you. 65% of 500. Anybody? So if I do my head, I know percentage cut the 2 0.
It is 65/100.
325, sir.
325A. Because the percentage sign is a 2 0. That's how we think in a psychometric way.
Oh, mathematics,
faster
that
way.
might be a problem I have in this psychometry. I'm going there with it, yeah. And by the time I go there, he will say, no, let's do, you go.
Can you repeat? I not understand. Sorry.
That's the thing now I'm scared of.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Yeah, colleague, can you mute yourself? Because I think he's speaking to someone else.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Mr. Rico.
Yes, go ahead. Melvin, go ahead.
I think a lot of people get confused when the explanation is being made and doing the calculation. Excuse me, please. I'm talking.
Yes,
Because
Melvin.
what I see here is, like at the beginning, you make it very clear that you have to be fast in thinking.
Yes.
Just look at the numbers. Because
Exactly.
sometimes they give you a number and you have less time. So colleagues, let's take it this way. The faster you think in working on this one, forget the pens and whatever you're going to use. But the faster you think of how you work it, I think will help you to move faster with this. So that's why Mr. Rico, you can see where he's moving a bit faster with us. So to put it at pace so that you can reason out very fast.
Exactly.
So just to emphasize on that so that we go with it, because it will be difficult. But the faster you try your thinking and during the practice time, the better you are to answer the questions when it comes.
And you are going to get the slide with the answer. You can take your time to study it, but then when you will get the 10 sample test papers, that's when now you need to time yourself and try to see. You will see on the first paper, in 1 hour, you will do only 20 questions. Then on the second paper, when you do, you will see that, oh, you have reached to 35 questions in 1 hour. And the more you practice, you will see that 1 hour, you are able to do almost 90 questions because your speed will grow. You need to develop that speed in psychometric. They're not going to give you all your time for you to be thinking. There is no time for that. Psychometric is putting you under pressure. Measure you, how do you work under pressure? Thank you. A restaurant bill is made up of the following. Yes.
Good afternoon. Frankly speaking, do you think that, for instance, for people like me, who have problem in computation whatsoever, comes with numerical numbers, can we choose to skip that kind of exercise? Because since primary school, there are people like me.
Thank you, Rachel. You're not the only one. What is important for you to understand that yourself, myself, many of us, we have a lot of rest. We have been rested because we are not used to make our mind work as fast like that. That's why I was saying that if you get a child of 12 or 16 years of age, that child in psychometric will beat us. You and me will beat us because they can think faster. So for you to, because if tomorrow you are applying in the UN, you are applying in the— I will not apply to the UN. No, I'm just telling you, I'm just giving you an example. You want to apply. For you to stay competitive, every organization will put psychometric on you. For me, I want to open your eyes for you to know that a psychometric test is putting you under pressure.
Okay.
Say, for example, you do the test on Monday or Tuesday, and then you get this type of question. You say, hey, what is that? Now you're able to know this is the style of questions that can come. That's the purpose of this exercise. We cannot challenge it. We need to, the wave is moving, we move with it. The music has started, you dance with it. It's good for you to know.
No way to say I will not dance on that.
Exactly. You cannot say you cannot dance
on that
at
beat.
this time. Exactly. The music will cross you. So that's why, for example, this question, it says a restaurant bill is made up of the following. You have a starter, you have a main course, you have a dessert, and you have to pay 15% charge. And it asks you within 1 minute, what is the bill you have to pay? And if we look at—
It's 92.
If I add it, you see, I'm adding.
Somebody asked, excuse me, sorry to take one more. Please allow me to one last question. Somebody asked about the rating. So for, for people who make, I don't know, the rating about numerical aptitude and the verbal, they are different or what?
Sometimes you have one question, 1 point, sometimes one question, half point, sometimes one question, quarter point. And remember, when you're going to do it on the central test, the system will generate the question from a big database. The question of Rachel and the question of Rico might not be the same because it mixes the question. So even if Rachel, for example, you get this question, say this question, for example, is question number 40. The question of number 40 for Sabelo can be a different question. The computer will mix up the question but in the same areas of questions. You understand? So the scoring is done by the machine. And how you are going when you say this one is correct, is okay, it becomes green. You say this one I don't know, you keep it pending as red. You can go back to the red and you correct it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rico.
Okay, so the principle behind is you are going to add this amount, which will give you 80. Then 15% of 80 give me 12. When I add it, I get 92. That's why some of you get it right. I'm very happy for that. Is E, $90. Let me try somebody. I will not say anything. Let me see the next question. John start work at 6:45 and finish at 2:45. He has 90 minutes break in between. He has a break, lunchtime, breakfast, whatever it is, 90 minutes. How many hours does he work in 12 days? It did not ask you for 1 day. It asks you how many hours does he do in 12 days, which means when you get the answer for 1 day, you have to multiply it by 12. Anybody?
B7.
Sorry?
B72.
You get 72. Can you explain
Yes.
how? Can you explain how? For all of us, we want to learn.
Okay.
I take the finishing time, which is 2:15, which is 14:15. I minus the starting time, which is 6:45, and I get 7 hours, 30 minutes. I minus 90 minutes, which is 1 hour, 30 minutes. I get 6 hours. And when I multiply by 12, I get 72. Correct? That is the logic behind how it is done. I put these answers to be able to help you when you get the slides to understand the logic, the sequence it is done, so that you can do this question within 30 seconds to 1 minute. But this is the approach, the logic behind, again, reasoning. They are not measuring your PhD. They're not measuring your master degree or your 25 years of experience. They're not measuring all this. They are just looking at your reasoning. They give you simple things for you to reason. Common sense. Next question. Can you tell me, anybody tell me? Identify the missing number in the series. You have to be fast.
D.
Mr. Rico, please excuse me. Can you explain the last question, please? I didn't get it.
Did not get it.
Yes,
Thank
the
you.
very last one.
Thank you for asking. So what I did is I take the finishing time. You see the finishing time is 2:15 p.m. 2:15 p.m. means 14 p.m. 14:15 for the time of 24 hours. I minus the starting time that John start working, which is 6:45. Remember, 15 cannot minus 45, so I will borrow from the 14 1 hour, which is 60 minutes. I will minus 45 is 15, plus the 15 I get 30. That's what I get, 7 hours, 30 minutes that he has been working. But he has a break where he took lunch for 1 hour, for 90 minutes, which is 1 hour, 30 minutes. When I minus 1 hour, 30 minutes from 7 hours, 30 minutes, I get 6 hours. And definitely when I take 6 hours for 1 day, he asked me to calculate for 12 days, I will get 72. Is it clear now, my sister?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, no problem. You're welcome. Now, this one, what do you think? Anybody?
D.
You think it is D? You can start from the, you see, when you do psychometric, don't always go left to right. You can even go right to left, bottom up, up, bottom. So you can go from the back. 5 minus 12, 12 minus 5, 7, 19 minus 12, 7. There is a 7. So the answer is D, 26. That's how you can block yourself looking from left to right. Open your eyes, look from right to left. Bottom to down, down to up. You can, you have to be able to see in different direction when you are doing psychometric. Don't get bogged down to one direction only. Let's take the second one. Identify the missing number. You can see the color 4 is linked to 11. 12 is linked to 27. 35 is linked to 73. 26 is linked to something. His question is, what is that something? I can show you the linking. You see, 4 is linked to this, 12 is linked to this, 35 is linked to this, 26 is linked to this. Okay, 4 is linked to 11. How can 4 change to 11? Anybody?
+7.
+7, or 4 times 2 become 8, +3, 11. Let's test the second one. 12 times 2, 24, +3, 27. You're getting where somewhere. Let's try 35. Anybody try 35 for me?
The answer is B55, Rico.
35 times 2. I know some of you are very fast, but I
Yeah.
need to be patient and go with everybody.
Okay.
Okay, that's why.
Can I
I know
answer?
some of you are very fast. Yes, you can answer.
26 times 2 is 52.
Yes.
Plus 3 is 55.
Correct. 26 times 2 is 52, plus 3 is 55. That's why the answer is B, 55. Some of you will get it fast. Some of you will take time, but they can play in boxes this way. Sometimes they can give you 3 sequential boxes. You are going to see how they can complicate your life. Okay, let's read this question together. A train traveling at 60 km/h. That is 60 km every 1 hour, which means 1 kilometer every minute, because hour is also 60. 1 hour is 60 minutes, which means 1 kilometer per minute. You see, by the time you read 60 km/h, you are thinking fast. 1 kilometer per minute. Enter the train, enter a tunnel, and the tunnel is 5 kilometers. So if 1 kilometer is 1 minute, 5 kilometers is 5 minutes. 60 km/h, which means 1 kilometer per minute. So if the tunnel is 5 kilometers long, which means that it will take 5 minutes. That is how you are reading a psychometric numerical reasoning. Then it says, the train is 1 kilometer long. The length of the train from the tip to the end is 1 kilometer, which means that the train itself from point to point is 1 minute. It says how many minutes does it take for the whole train to pass? So you have to take the whole tunnel plus the length of the train. So the answer is 6 minutes. Some people will say 5 minutes. The mistake they do is they did not calculate the length of the train, which is 1 minute. End to end. So that's why the answer is 6 minutes. Anybody who want me to explain this again? It can be any scenario. It can be a boat.
Please, sir, explain again, sir.
It can be, okay, let me explain again. It's a train traveling at 60 km/h. By looking at 60 km/h, you know that because 1 hour is 60 minutes, which means 1 kilometer, 1 minute. That's how we get the kilometer per minute, because 60 kilometers for 60 minutes. So 1 kilometer, 1 minute. And it says the tunnel is 5 kilometers. So if it is 5 kilometers, if I look at the bottom part here, I link these two, which means it gives me 5 minutes. The length of the tunnel will take 5 minutes. Then it says the train is 1 kilometer length. If it is 1 kilometer, which means that the length of the train is 1 kilometer, because it is 1 kilometer length, it will take 1 minute. So for the whole train to go, it will take 1 minute end to end, because it is 1 kilometer. So if the train enters the tunnel, the whole body, the nose enter until the tail come out. So 1 become 6 minutes. That's why the answer is how many minutes does it take for the whole train to pass completely? It will be 6 minutes, not 5 minutes. Is it clear now, my brother?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Next question. Numerical reasoning. Now it's becoming more complicated. Anybody who can try. 1, 4, 9, 16. There is something that is coming there. What do you think? Nobody? No. Don't tell me.
25.
And then?
It's 25, Rico.
And the next number is what?
25.
C. 25 and 36.
25 and 36. Why?
Yes.
1 to the power of 2.
Increase by 2, 5, 7, 9. Blah, blah.
Yes.
That's
You can go that
2 by 2, 3
direction,
by 4,
or
5
you
by
can go
4.
3, 5, 7, 9. It goes. It has got 2 directions. That's what I want to understand. So it is not one answer that came on board. It can be 2 different answers. So that's why the answer is 11, is 25 or 36.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you see something, look at all possibilities. Don't get bogged down to a paper.
Look at all possibilities. Don't get bogged down to a paper.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me all?
Yes, we can hear you. You
We can hear you,
proceed.
sir.
Is it clear now what I have explained? One option is to the power of 2. The other option is 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. If you continue 13, you go like this, you will continue getting the answer correct. Okay? It's going to become more difficult. This one I will not tell you. I want you to think. Find the missing number. What do you see? I know there are some statisticians, some mathematics people around. Can they see beyond what the eyes is seeing? What do you think is happening in this sequence? Don't be surprised, you can get that question in your assessment.
Is the power, Rico, is 1 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 3 to the power 3, 4 to the power 4,
Correct.
5 to the power 5.
It's going like this.
Yeah.
Definitely the next one is to the power. So that's why the answer is C. 46,656. So things can change to the power of itself. Anything, if it is a sequence, remember, it can be an addition, a multiplication, it can be a subtraction, a division to the power, it can be half, anything can come. So you need to think fast and say, you ask yourself, what could be the logic behind this? Simple. If you ask yourself, you will get it. Okay? Next question. Okay. He give you 3 triangles. This is another sample. He give you 3 triangles. So he give you 9, 3, and 5. He give you center 32. He give you 6, 8, and 7, center 55. Now he tells you 5, 7, and 9, center question mark. He asks you, what is that missing number? Anybody that can tell me on the first one, what do you think? How did he get 32 from these numbers?
I think
3 by 9 plus 5.
44.
Sorry?
44?
Yes, I know you are fast. I'm just want on the first triangle. Can you answer me on the first triangle? How do you get 32?
9 times 3 plus 5.
9 times 3?
It's 44.
Plus 5.
Yes.
3 times 9 plus 5.
Correct. Thank you. What about the second one?
6, 8 plus 7.
6 times 8 become 48 plus 7, 55.
55.
Correct.
5
So what
times
would be the
7.
last one?
5 times 7.
Yes?
35 plus 9, 44. The answer would be 44.
Correct. Correct. That's why the answer is B. And you see, some of us, we have already got quickly. And that is our quality. That is diversity. But for me, I need to go slowly with everybody. I need to carry everybody together. Everybody is important for me for this exercise of psychometric, because our staff member is not an expenditure, is not a liability, is an asset. And we need to retain our assets. And that's why I'm taking all this time to make sure that everybody is on board. We can retain everybody after this assessment. That's the purpose that the Staff Association has initiated. I have discussed with Sabelo, and we have agreed that we need to protect our colleagues, our staff. We need to open their eyes. We need to get them ready for the assessment. That's the purpose of this exercise. Now you can see. Next question.
I think this is a
Sorry, anybody wanted to say something?
Yes.
No, it's fine.
Yes, Mr. Rico.
We continue. Now, look at this one. It gives you a circle with numbers. It gives you a numbers outside. For example, here, it gives you 12. It gives you numbers inside. And it gives a question mark here. It tells you what is the answer. Anybody that can tell me the logic behind this? Just look at it. There is something very simple. Take 16, for example, 16. Take this number, 16. 16, which is here. How do I get 16?
And how many 16 is 9 plus 7. Okay. So that
Okay, you got it. 16 is 9 plus 7. So he's taking the opposite and he's adding. Tell me 14. Tell me 14 is what?
7 plus 7.
Okay, 7 plus 7.
On the other class.
Guys, please mute your mic, please.
You mute your mic so that you don't disturb anybody. I know some of you are very fast and very happy for that, but everybody had to go together. So 5 is 4 plus 1. 8 is 7 plus 1. 12 is 5 plus 7. 8 and the is 13. So when you look at it, you say question mark is 9 plus 8 is equal to 17. That's why the answer is C. You need to test your answer. Don't run also and die fast. You need to test your answer whether your answer is correct. But at the first look, if your eyes is well open, the rust has come out. You don't have much rusted. You have put a lot of oil and lubricant on your eyes. You will be able to see it quickly. And that is a quality. And my role is to make sure that I change this into your mind so that you can get through. Okay, tell me. I have 3 here also.
Rico?
I have, yes?
I'm sorry. Let's go by the previous
Yes,
question.
go ahead.
Now, for the benefit of everyone, what is the rationale by multiplying 3 by 9 plus 5 to give you 32? Why can't it be 3 times 5 plus 9? What is the rationale? I mean, I just want to know the rationale.
Okay, 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 times 9, 72. But here is 32. I need to get 32. He puts 3 figures and he wants to get 32.
Okay.
The only mechanism you get 32 is 27 plus 5. So that's why it is 3 times 9 plus 5 to get 32. The only way for you to get 55, it should be, if you multiply this, 8 times 7 is 56. You're already out. If you multiply this, is 42 plus 8 is 50. You cannot get 55. The only mechanism you get 55 is 8 times 6 plus 7, 55. Okay? Is clear? I don't hear anything.
Yes, move on.
No comment. I can continue. Next question.
You can.
Here you have 3, 8, and 4. The total is 44. How did you get 44? And then you have 7, 9, and 2. You get 32.
Plus 3 times 4.
Hello. Hello, Mr. Rico.
Yes.
8 plus 3 is 11. So multiply by 4 become 44. So here
Correct.
you have
8 plus 3 is 11. Multiplied by 4 is 44.
Is 44. So
Next.
7 plus 9 is 16 times 2 is 32. And
Correct.
again, 7 plus 8 is 15. So you have to answer 15. 75 divided by 15. This would be, the answer is
5.
Yeah.
You got it. I think you got it, Gemma, very well. But I want you to give a chance to other people to be able to participate. Remember, we all going to go through the same assessment exercise, and I want to really give the chance. I know mathematically from finance you are very strong, but I think everybody will need to participate. But I like your answers. 8, 3, 11 times 4, 44, 7, 9, 11 times 2, 16 times 2, 32, and you add it, and then you divide. 75 divided by 15, you get 5. Okay, what about here? Anybody? How do I get 6? 1, 2, 3, 6.
How did he get 15 here?
Sorry?
75 divided by 15.
This is 15. This part is 15, 7 and 8. I throw it on that side, it becomes division. Multiplication, when it crosses the other side, it becomes division. So that's why it becomes 75 divided by 15 is 5.
Can I answer this one also?
Okay, go ahead.
2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 1 is 6. And also 3 times 5 is 15, 15 times 2 is 30.
If you are multiplying everything, you
8
get
is 40, 40 times 2, this is 18, 80.
4 times 5 is 20 times 8. The answer
5
is
times
18.
Yeah, that's 160, sorry.
160.
Sorry, 160.
Yes. Okay. Anybody has question here?
I have a question. I have a comment, Mr. Rico.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think if we are going to be issuing very fast answers because we know how to calculate, we are going to serve to demoralize some people. So I think it's better that way, that you make us look at the question and then you come with an explanation slowly. That's the purpose of this. Because once I see that Sabelo is very fast at this, I may develop a mental block here, because it will give an impression this is very hard. That's my comment.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Angulu.
Yes, Mr. Rico.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just to add to what my brother was saying, I think, when we were doing the first one, which was the reasoning, where you give all the opportunity, you choose the answer. Somebody just choose the answer, and then you do the explanation. Otherwise, if somebody had to do the explanation, then you go too fast. So we just choose the answer, then you say why the answer, let's see the how it come about. Then you do the
Melvin.
like
Totally agree with you. So I will ask what is the answer, and then I will say what is the reason, how do you get that.
Can I explain for him, please?
No, it's okay. It's okay, Guillermo. It's okay. What is important is that as a team, remember, we are working together and we want to succeed together. Some of you are very strong on numerical, some of you are very strong on verbal, some of you are very strong on logical, but we need to work together. So the most important thing, I don't want to lose anybody from a past station, because it's like a train. If we go fast, we will lose some track of some other people. So that's the advice of some of the colleagues, say, let's go a bit slowly, because not everybody can be thinking fast. We just need to get the logic first with this type of diagrams. You can get any type of diagram in your assessment. It's going to be variable, but at least you get an idea how it is. Okay, thank you, Guillermo. Okay, here it gives you a small pyramid.
Okay, on va les laisser rentrer à l'intérieur. Okay.
Musa, can you mute, please? This is a small pyramid with 10 different circles. It says 9, 72, 576, 4,600 and something. And it says, what will be the question mark? This question mark will be what? There are two ways. There will be two ways that you need to think. Let me show you. Anybody who want to make a comment first? If you make a comment, you have to explain your approach and how you are doing it.
Yeah, it appears it's multiplication by 8.
The first,
from the top, 9 times 8. So you keep
9 times 8,
multiplying by 8.
72 times 8 is 576. 576 times 8 is 4,608. Or the first line is 8. If I add 7 and 2, the first line is 9. 7 and 2, I get 9. If I add 7, 2, and 6, I get 18. 1 plus 8, I get 9. Oh, there is a 9 triangular. This is a mathematical formula. If I take the last one, 4 times 6 is 10 plus 8, I get 18. 1 and 8, therefore, the question mark is 0. The other option that the team has said, it is 9 times 8, 72. 72 times 8 is 576. 576 times 8 is 4,608. Whichever be the approach that you choose to do, you get the answer. So the answer is A. A is 0. That question mark is 0. 4,608 in whatever approach you do. Is it clear to everybody? Anything is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Nothing outside that. You're not going to use sine, cos, tan, log. No, it is not going to that one. It's just addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Nothing else. Okay. Can I go to the next question? Patrick?
Patrick, I have a question, please. Mr. Rico.
Yes, go ahead, Adil.
My question is not related to the questions, the marking and all the things, but it's related to the result itself, how it will be interpreted. For example, what's the passing mark? That's number one. Number two, the question is from P1 to P4, for example, is it going to be the same questions, or as much as we go higher, the exam will be more complex? These are my questions. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't want to answer it now. I will answer it at the end. Just remind me at the end of the exercise. I will explain to you the scoring, what is a pass mark, and how the question goes.
Thank you.
The next question, it gives you like a picture on the right. It says circle plus circle is equal to 10. Looking at the first line, 2 circles is equal to 10. So 1 circle is how much? On the first line, anybody? Circle plus circle is equal to 10. So 2 circles
plus 5.
5.
5.
5. 1 circle is 5. So 2 circles is equal to 10. 1 circle is 5. Clear? We have solved the first line. The second line, it tells you circle. We remember now, we know it is 5. The circle is 5. Multiply by something plus that same something is equal to 12. What do you think is a square?
Square is 2.
Why it should be 2? Tell
Because
me that.
5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12.
Correct. Remember, when you are going to do this, you have to use the English again. It's called BODMAS or BIDMAS. It is bracket of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. The order, the sequence of making mathematics, you always make bracket first. Division, multiplication, then addition and subtraction. That's why the multiplication comes 5 times 2 plus 2 is equal to 5 times 2 plus 2 is equal to 12. So you got your square as 2. Okay, now let's go to the third line. Circle is 5, square is 2, triangle, we don't know, we are looking for it. And it says time 5 is equal to 5. Anybody?
1.
I want to give you time. Take a piece of paper, try it.
1 and...
The answer is B.
1. The answer is 1.
2.
Explain.
No, 5. 5.
1.
3.
I have 1, 2, 3. You see that? You see, very good diversity. So this is a question he asked me. And I know that 5 times 2 is 10. And I have triangle times 5 is equal to 5. So this 10, if I send it on the other side, it becomes negative 10. 5 minus 10 is negative 5. Negative, negative cut. So it becomes triangle times 5 is equal to 5. So triangle is equal to 1. Do you get it? Or should I explain again?
I think it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Mr.
You're
Rico,
going to have it
this
like
one's
this.
at West. It's too difficult, or we don't know.
But you are going to have the slides. You try to put it, and then if you have children at home, just share it with them. They will help you. You will be shocked what your children can do. Okay? But you are going to have the slide with the answers. So it allowed you to think. Next question. It gives you square times square times square is 27. This is very easy. Somebody look at it, we say, ah, I know that answer. Then that square multiplied by 3 triangle, triangle times triangle times triangle is 24. then the square time a triangle times 2 circles, circle times circle equal to 96. He asks you for the answer, what is circle times square times triangle? So the first part is square times square times square is 27. It should be 3. 3 times 3 times 3. There is no way out. You cannot get it. It has to be 3 times 3 times 3. If you get the 3, then it is easy for you to do the next question. If when you are thinking, you don't get the first chance answer, forget it, go to the next question. Don't waste your time on it.
Yeah, the triangle is 2. Rico?
Yes.
And circle is 4.
You are very fast, but I want to go on the second line. Give me the second line. I know the square is 3.
The square is 3. So
yes.
If you multiply 2, that means 6.
It's
6
2.
times 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. So the triangle is 2, 2, 2 each. That's multiplication.
Yes. Or you will say 24 divided by 3 is 8. So which number is 8? 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. So 3 times 8, I know it is 8, which means that these 3 triangles are 8. So the triangle is 2 because it is 2 times 2. It's the same number. Should be 2 times 2 times 2 to get 8. Okay?
3.
Okay, tell me the third one. Now I know 3 is 2. Triangle
is 2.
Is 2.
Triangle
So
is
I have
2.
already 6. I have 96 on the other side.
4.
4. Circle is 4.
4, Mr. Rico, 4.
Explain.
4, 4.
Okay. I know 3 times 6. 3 times 2 is 6. 96 divided by 6 is 16. So the 2 circle is 16. What is the same number? The same number is 4. 4 times 4 is 16.
Yes, 4.
Now I put 4 times 3 times 2.
Very simple, this one. No. 4 times 3. 4 times 3 times 2. 4, no, 4 times.
There's a plus, Mr. Rico.
Yeah.
The answer is wrong.
4 plus.
It is a plus sign. The answer is 10.
Now, in terms of board mass,
answer
is 12.
This answer is
12.
wrong.
12.
In terms of board mass, you're supposed to do multiplication first.
I think it's 12 plus.
12 plus 4 is 16.
Yeah, times.
But there is no 16 in the answer because there is a plus here. That was a mistake. We thought it was a multiplication.
I think the multiplication is supposed to come there, then the plus.
Yeah. And I'm very happy because it means that none of you is sleeping. You are concentrating, which is good.
Thank you.
It's good. Thank you. Thank you very much for drawing my attention to this. So it is plus. So if it is 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 4, the answer is 10, which is not there, but it's fine. Let's take the next one. What is the number to replace the question mark? How do I get 16? By multiply all, 4, 2, and 2, I will get 16. By multiply all around, I will get 30. By multiplying all around, I will get
60.
60. 3 times 5 is 15, times 4 is 60. Then it gives you a small paragraph, and it asks you to be able to get the answers. So every wording, every sentence need to be converted into a mathematical reasoning. So you say in Grand Rapids election, the Republican, this is a US, Republican candidate received 1.5 times as many votes as a Democrat. 1.5 times means 3/2. 1 plus, for my French people, 1 plus half is 3/2. The Democrat candidate received 1/3 more votes than the independent. Then it says 900 votes were cast for the independent candidate. How many votes were cast for the Republican candidate? So you see, it gives you wording. You have to convert it. First is Republican is 1.5 of Democrat. Or the French say 1 plus half of the Democrat.
D.
Okay. Then the next,
1,800.
which means that R is equal to 3/2 of D. Clear, I have understand that one. The next one, it says Democrat receive 1/3 more, which means 1/3 more than independent, which means Democrat is equal to 1 and 1/3, or 1 plus 1/3 of the independent vote. I got another formula. Then it says, I convert it again, D is equal to 4 divided by 3 of the independent vote. Then it says, independent have received 900. So I take my 900, I replace into that formula. I replace in that formula, I got.
It's not visible.
Like,
scroll it up.
Scroll up?
Yes.
Me, I don't, my screen is full. I'm sorry, my screen is full already. It's a full screen I'm working on. Maybe they say they cannot see the bottom part. So I'm replacing the 900 here. When I replace the 900 here, I will get 4/3 times 900. It becomes 4 times 300, and the answer becomes 1,200. This is the Democrat, but the question is asking you, what is the score for the Republican? And that's why he put that 1,200 to confuse you, to get the wrong answer. Now, if I take that 1,200 and I put it into my formula of Republican, I replace it there, I will get Republican is equal to 3/2 multiplied by 1,200. 1,200 divided by 2 is 600 times 3. I will get 1,800, and the answer is D. Is it clear? Any question?
So, Mr. Rico, all these things now, we have to do it in 1 minute.
Yes, that's the challenge.
Yeah.
That's the challenge.
Rico?
Yes. Yes.
This is a really numerical test. So please explain for the benefit again.
Yes, sir. Mr. Rico.
Yes, sir.
Before you do the explanation, I would like to tell colleagues that what you don't understand, you don't waste 2-3 minutes on it because you have more to go for.
Exactly.
This is your last question. But if you know that giving you hard time, I would suggest that when you meet it, for me, the best thing to do is to just move on so that you don't end up getting
I did not want to answer the question of Adil. I want to explain to you. When they give you 100 questions, they don't expect you to answer the 100 questions. You are not supposed to be answering the 100 questions. The pass mark for a psychometric test is 50%, only half. The pass mark is never 70, 75, 60. It's 50%. So because of that, if you see a question difficult, leave it and move. Don't bog down to it, thinking too much. The one which is easy for you, you go. If you see, for example, like this question, Republican, Democrat, Independent, etc. If somebody like Guillermo, which is maths-oriented, mathematics-oriented, he will do it quickly. Within 2-3 minutes or 1 minute, he will do it. But if you see that, oh, I am not strong on this, move to the next question.
So, Mr. Rico, what if now I skip 60 out of 100?
Hello, Rico. Rico?
Yes.
This is Michael.
Yes, Michael.
Yes, I just want to disagree. This time it is practical. Respect that.
I'm losing you, Michael. I can't hear you. Can you repeat?
Oh, Rico, I'm saying, I'll try to disagree with Melvin. If it is a practical test, yes, we know when the questions are difficult, you have to move to the next one, to the easiest one, so that you can survive. But this time it's a practical that we are doing, so we ask you many questions so that for the benefit of everybody, because people are straight different. Some people are straight in numerical, some have straight in the verbal. So we just ask you to repeat this question to it's a really
yes, I'm going to repeat. I'm going to repeat it, definitely. I'm with you. I can never be against you. I'm with you.
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
So if I skip, because they are hard for me, 60 questions, will I get 40%?
No, you can skip 50 questions, not 60 questions. You need to answer at least 50 questions. That is, you have to get 50 questions correct.
Okay.
But if you are able to answer like 60 questions, you get 51 questions correct, you are okay. Because the pass mark is only 50%.
Yeah, so
Rico,
yes.
in the exam, if it is online, is it possible to skip this and then to come back when we have time, if we have time?
Yes, because when it is online, there will be a clock that is going. You can see the time that is going on. It is keep on decreasing by seconds. There will be a clock that will be watching you. So when you finish a question, if you say this one is okay, is finalized, it will become a green tick. You get a green flag. But when you say this one I don't know, I want to skip this question, it become a red flag. So you can take green and red, and later on you can come back to the red flag and try to answer them. You can skip quickly. If it is on paper, that's when you have to go back. It's very difficult. But it is online, like you're going to do it online, you can skip the question. As far as central test is concerned.
Mr. Nico, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
So imagine if you, for example, experience the problem of internet, how do you move? How do you report? How do you do?
And the power.
Oh, that will be another issue. So I do hope, but I have seen that the communication going for the general service staff, that is, they are going to take the assessment on Monday. And for the professional category staff, they have not yet indicated when it's going to happen. And my advice is when you take the test, like today, you see the way I struggle, even with my IT background, I have to come and borrow the computer of Teresa. My machine refused. One is the Zoom does not even want to connect on one of it. The second one, the PowerPoint refused to work. So 2 machines, 2 computers, but all have that problem. So you need to make sure that before you start the assessment, your work environment, that is, close yourself, don't get disturbed, and don't allow people to come and disturb you while you are going to do the test. For me, I have told my team, when on Monday they are going to do the test, I am not going to disturb them. I want to arrange to give them free movement, at least at 1 hour test. They are able to concentrate on what they are doing. So if you are doing it at home, you need to see whether the risk of connectivity, how it is. Now, if we have a general blackout of MIS in terms of internet, that is another disaster. That can happen. So it all depends on your connectivity. Once your connectivity is fine, you'll be fine. So it's going to be online. And the question will vary from people to people of the same category. And the question from Hadil is, does it become more stronger when you go higher? No, psychometric does not measure whether you are higher salary or lower salary. It is your reasoning. But the reasoning test can be a bit different. It can be a small bit where they give you a scenario. For example, if it is a D1 or P5, they give you a scenario of leadership. But if they give you a GS, they give you a scenario of operation. They don't give you the scenario of leadership. So the question does not say the more you are higher, the more you become tougher. No, it's just reasoning. Based on the scenario, they can increase it a bit high or lower it a bit lower. Okay.
Yes, Rico, there is a question in the chat box that says, is the test compulsory and what is the consequence of failing the same?
I won't be able to answer this question because once you did not want to take the package, you did not want to take early retirement, you want to be assessed. In my view, in my humble view, I think the test is compulsory because you did not want to go, you want to be assessed. Now, what happened if somebody don't pass? I think that one will be a very good question to be able to ask the human resources or the task force that is responsible working for the assessment of this. in my view, it's not the first time we are doing skill audit. Some of you were not here. In 1999, we had the skill audit with A management from South Africa. In 2003, we had a second skill audit. This one is the third skill audit. And some people have been in the organization for many years, despite of this. So for me, the risk of passing or not passing, I don't look at it really, because why do we have it? Psychometric is not a punishment, as I said, it's not a punishment. It is good for us because it measures our effectiveness. It measures the organization effectiveness. Don't look, working for AU is not a job, it's a mission. After you finish, somebody will come and continue. You need to leave a legacy. So as organization, we want to know the organization is fit. Member state is putting it not as a punishment. Management is implementing it not to punish his staff member, is to assess the competitiveness. Are we still competitive? If tomorrow we leave AU, we go out, are we still competitive? So for me, psychometric is an opportunity. It opens your eyes to see what is happening in the world outside, because now we are in a comfort zone. We are comfortable in our zone. We believe that this is the end of the world. AU is the end of the world. But you don't have to be feeling like a comfort zone. You still think that, am I still competitive? Can I compare myself with somebody in the UN system or Commonwealth or any other organization, UN family organization? Am I still competitive? So it gives you an opportunity, because the result will be communicated to you. It gives you in terms of your own competitiveness. It's for your own self-satisfaction. So don't look at it as a punishment. What will happen if somebody is not? No, I don't think so. I don't. Myself, I've been here for 25 years. I never think psychometric, and I have learned psychometric. I'm a certified psychometric, but the thing is, I will look at it as an opportunity, not as a punishment. That's what I want to reassure you. Next question, we have a lot.
Sorry, Mr. Rico.
Yes.
On the questions, can you go back and change your answers if after getting the green tick?
Okay, I was here. The first sentence, he says, Republican candidate receive 1.5 as many votes as Democrat. So I don't
sorry, not this, not. I meant on the questions. Once you get the green and the red tick, that you can go back. Can you go back on the green tick and change your answers?
Yes, you can still go on the green tick, but the thing is, psychometric is spontaneous answer. I have done it several times. When I try to change my green answer, actually I make a mistake. The answer was correct. For example, if you sit for Microsoft examination, it's also multiple choice. The first feeling you have, your gut feeling, tell you this is the correct. You select it. Actually, it's the right answer. But when you try to play with going to your answer, which is green, you want to change it. You don't. That's where you can complicate it. My advice is that what comes from your gut, from you feeling, your heart feeling, saying that this is the answer, go with it. When you try to change it, you are going to complicate your life. Attack all the red flags. Once you have put green, don't go back to the green. You might reduce your score. Whether you are doing balanced scorecard exams, Microsoft, Cisco examination, any other certification, even in IATA examination for aviation, everything is multiple choice, and it is the same principle of approach. Once you put a green, go forward. Okay, did I answer your question?
Yes.
Can I go to the next question? We have a lot to do. We still have 4, and I started late with my machine.
Yeah.
It says here in a survey, there was a survey. It said 3 over 16 people said they prefer to use self-service. They want to put fuel in their own car. Out of 16 people, 3 say they want self-service. And I write a sentence. Self-service is equal to 3 over 16 of people X. So if there are 16 people, I know 3 of them, they like self-service. The second sentence says 5 over 8. 5 over 8 is 10 over 16. You convert it automatically in your mind. 5 over 8 is, because we are talking about divide by 16, is 10 over 16. Preferred not to pump. They don't want to dirty their hand. So 5 over 8, they don't like to pump the fuel. So 5 over 8 is 10 over 16. Now I go to the next sentence. The remaining 75 respondents say they don't have a preference. The remaining has no clear preference. It equal to 75 people. What is that remaining? If I take 1, I minus self-service, 3 over 16. I minus people who don't want to pump, 10 over 16, which means 16 over 16 minus 3 over 15 minus 10 over 15. I will get 3 over 15. That 3 over 15 is equivalent to 75 people. The question is asking you now, how many people preferred self-service? What is self-service? 3 over 15, 3 over 16. So if 3 over 16 is 75, what is the answer for question number 1? Anybody?
75.
75, because 3 over 16 is equivalent to 75. So it's telling you 316 of the people say they like self-service. So it tells you how many people like self-service. So the answer is 75. 316 is equal to 75. So the answer goes back to 75. That's why you get the answer A. So you see what I did is, I took every sentence, I put a small something so that I interpret it. Don't read the whole paragraph and then you start thinking. You will be confused. In psychometric, every sentence, convert it into something when you are doing numerical. Then you will move. Yes, sir.
It looks to me like this seems like a more or less like a total number, if my understanding, like the total number of people who responded that they do not have clear preference.
Yes.
It's more or less equivalent to those who want to have the self-service.
The question number B, you're asking question number B. You say how many people participate in the survey?
Okay. Let me leave that.
It is how many people participate in the survey. Remember, 3 over 15, 3 over 16 is equal to 75. We have got the answer. The first answer has given you something. Now I need to calculate 16 over 16. How many people is that? So 1 over 16 would be 75 divided by 3. Because I take the 3 which is up, I put it down, it becomes 25. So 16 over 16 will be 25 times 16. Answer is 400.
Yes. Yeah, this is where I was coming from. Thank you.
Yes, that's where you are going. I know you are going there. So you're also asking you that question. But what I have tried to do, I've tried to put the formula so that people get the sense. And when you get the slides, you will get it with the answer. Once you get the logic of answering a questions, it will be easy for your 10 sample test questions that you have. The 10 sample test question means it's going to be 10 numerical, 10 verbal, and some other logical.
Oh.
He said, Tom, this question is also reasoning. He said, Tom weighed half as much as Peter. The weight of Tom is half as much as Peter. I make the first sentence. Tom weighed X, so Peter will be 2X. Then Jerry will be 3X. So that sentence, Tom weighed half of Peter. So if I put Tom as X, which means Peter will be double of Tom, Jerry will be 3 times of Tom. Is it clear, the first sentence? Do you get it? I'm trying to convert the sentence into a logical mechanism. Then it's the total weight is 360. When I add Tom plus Peter plus Jerry, I get 360. So I know that 6X is equal to 360, which means X is equal to 60 kilogram. By knowing X is 60 kilogram, I know that Tom is 60. Peter will be twice of Tom, which is 120. Jerry is 3 times Tom. Jerry is 180. Sometimes we can even ask you, instead of putting individual weight, he can ask you, what is the total weight altogether? Just to complicate your life. because he wanted to calculate Tom, Peter, and Jerry and add it together to get the answer. And that question cannot be less than 2 minutes. Will you have the time? Will you? Here you have got the logic of that question. Again, the idea of this is to open your eyes. Simply, once you understand.
Oh, Mr. Rico.
Yes, sir.
If I may ask here, which means you first take the total weight of 360. And
No,
try
here he's not asking you total weight. He's asking you, can you figure out the individual weight of each person? Here it is individual weight. But he can change the question, tell what is the total weight, instead of asking you individual weight. So to get total weight, you still have to look for the individual weight.
Okay.
Yeah, it is easy. It is easy. But remember, they put trap everywhere. That's why you have to read very carefully in psychometric. They can put something just to twist you.
Mr. Rico.
Yes, sir.
Rico, yeah, there is a question now. There is somebody saying that the level of the test that we are doing now is very high compared to what is done in other organizations. Though he's saying that it appears like what we are doing now, or what we are going to do on Monday, is a punishment, and he is calling for everyone to Google sample test.
Yes.
Which will be simple questions.
Definitely.
Yeah, and now he's saying that having the test on Monday could appear like difficult. So what can you say about that?
Having the test on Monday or not having it on Monday, that is outside my scope. What I'm trying to show you is how difficult the question can be and how easy it can be. Definitely, there is a lot of tools that you can go beyond the slide I'm giving you. You can Google, you can search for numerical reasoning, verbal reasoning tests. There are thousands, millions of papers there. This question, I don't think you're going to get more difficult than this. I'm trying to show you how extreme difficult it can be, and you can get lesser. If I give you easy questions, and then you get a tough question, you say, hey, I did not expect that. I want to train your mind in terms of difficulties. Then, when you get the easy one, you just swallow it like a piece of soup. You swallow it. But you need to test how it is tough. What sort of logic? These are different style of questions showing you. I'm not saying that this question will come on Monday. No, I'm just showing you the styles so that you can open your eyes and you enjoy it.
Yes, Mr. Rico.
Yes.
If I may come in to just add something. Colleagues, I want to emphasize that what Mr. Rico is doing is to give us an idea. Should you meet a question that is similar to this, you already have an idea of what has been done here today, plus the practice we'll be doing at home individually. Then you will know that, okay, I remember Mr. Rico gave us similar thing to this. The numbers may be different or the kind of question may change left and right, like he's saying. But that, I think this one is to give us an idea of when you meet this type of question, how do you tackle it and what would be the best way for you to answer it. But I'm sure that the question we should be asking, for me, in my view, is on this one that he's working on. If we don't understand, for him to explain detail so that we get to understand going forward. Otherwise, whether this is a punishment, we call it whatever, I think, like we can always say, when the train is in the move, you can't stop it. Whether we want to take the psychometry or not, this is a normal process. So I advise that this is the process. It's not an event. This is one aspect of the reform process. I will advise that all of us just put our mind and feel that, okay, this is how we're going to go. Let's support the process. We'll go through it and see how it be. Otherwise, if we start thinking the negative, it may not help us. So I just want to clarify this one.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So we can proceed, Mr. Rico.
Yeah. Thank you,
is
Melvin.
also running.
Thank you, Patrick. Yeah, what our responsibility today with Staff Association is to open your eyes. Imagine now, if you get a question like this on Monday, you will say, what the hell is this? But now you have an idea. You are lucky that you have been able to see what can be the style of questions. That is it's a matter of sharing. The sixth value of the AU means information.
Hi there, my name is Richard McMahon from the Numerical Reason.
Now, another question that comes, it says, Tom asks his grandmother how old she is. Rather than giving a straight answer, the grandmother replied, I have 6 children. There are 4 years between each one of them. Between each one of them, there are 4 years. I have 6 children. He said, I had my first child, your uncle Peter, when I was 19. Now, the youngest one, Auntie Jane, is 19 herself. Then the question is asking you, how old is the grandmother of Tom? You see, he complicates your life by putting text. And he's trying to look at your reasoning. How do you reason? So when you look at this question, you have to take one by one. Again, I'm trying to show you the sequence. I put it down there. The first, can you mute, please?
Dear colleagues, can you mute yourself?
Patrick, can you mute the person? Yourself, you can mute it. Okay, the first child, I'm here, the first child born when Granny was 19. Okay, because that's what it says. The first child was born when Granny was 19, that is Uncle Peter. Then he said, remember it says, there are 4 years between each one of them. So Granny at that time was 19 plus 4. She has the first child. Sorry, the second child is, the first child was born when Granny was 19. The second child is 19 plus 4, which means that the second child must be 23 years of age. The third child, there is a 4 years gap, which means 23 plus 4. The third child should be 27 years of age. The fourth one, 27 plus 3, 31. The fifth one, 31 plus 4, 35. The sixth one, the last child, 35 plus 4, 39. Now it says that this sixth child is Auntie Jane. She is 39 today. Now you say, how old is Granny? 74. The age of Granny on the sixth child was 19. So Granny is 39 plus 19, 58. That's how the logic of calculating it. Do you get it? But you can read it when you are at home to get it more peacefully in your mind. I know at this time, the heat, you're under pressure, you are tired, you are worried, but it will not be a problem. It will come to pass. You should not worry about it. Then?
Yes, Mr. Rico, if I may get you clear.
Yes.
It means to now get Granny actual age. Okay, we are going to the questions?
Yes, go ahead, I'm listening to you.
Now get Granny actual age is like for each child that was born, you add plus 4.
Yeah, because they say that between the children, there is always a 4 years gap.
Okay, from 1 to 1, it means there's 4 years gap. So you add that 4 years.
You add that 4 as you get the age. So between the brothers and sisters, there is always a 4 year gap, and it moves. That's the question it says. That's why this plus 4 come on there. But if you read it at home, peacefully, Saturday, Sunday, you will get it.
Thank you, sir.
This question is a chart because of so many things that we are left to do, which is more interesting. I will skip it, but I will show you the answer. You will go through it. I will underline for you. You will go through it and you will look at the answer. And the answer is there. I will give it to you as it is so that you go through it at your own pace. But you need to take time. If I take this question, it will take you 1 hour to go through all the questions. And my advice is when you have a data interpretation, leave it for statisticians, leave it for people of mathematics. If you see a chart, you see data, it will take you almost 5 minutes out of 1 hour. And it's not. If you know that you are not to that level of a statistic or mathematicians, and you like maths, or arithmetic, just leave the question, go to the next question. But I'm going to give you the question so that the answer so that you can look at it at your own speed. I want to go to the next one, which is error checking. Error checking is for mostly secretaries, GS staff members, technicians. They will not give error checking for P4, P3. P2 maybe, P1 maybe. Error checking, you're going to check that. Let's see how it goes. First question, it says, identify two identical code. I have A, B, C. There are two of the same. The answer can be AB, AC, BD, DE. Just tell me, anyone can tell me which one is the same identical, looking at it.
B and D.
A,
B and D.
B and D.
Yeah.
Okay, Patrick, I really want, if you can give the floor to some of them so that at least we give the chance to everybody to go through.
Okay.
Okay, let me take the next one. Patrick, you give the floor to somebody.
Who wants the floor? Colleagues?
A and D.
E and D.
A and D.
And D.
Haile, you raise your hand.
A and D, please.
A and D, correct. And these are the simplest questions that can take 5 seconds. If you are fast to look at accuracy, error checking, you take 5 seconds. That's where you gain time to give more time for the difficult questions. This is an error checking again. Another one. I think finance people should be very good on that.
B and D. B and D.
B and D.
B and
B and
D.
D.
A and E also.
A?
No.
A is not much with anybody. A is on its own.
Yes.
The answer is B and D.
But now they're telling me that they have to choose. So I don't know how to say.
Colleagues, can you mute yourself, please?
Next question. Anybody?
C and D.
T and
D.
T and E.
C and D.
C and E.
C and
D.
C and D.
B and
C and D. The only way it is C and D.
Oh, C and D.
So you see, as I said, our eyes is rested. How do we develop ourselves to look at it? This is accuracy. It takes 3 to 5 seconds to answer this question, but we can make mistake on it if you're not careful. And this is how we read things, we write things on our desk. We can make mistake. So this test is checking, how do you check errors? Is your eyes an eagle eyes? Can you see errors inside documents? Next question.
It's ANC.
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 Correct. Correct. ANC. Good. Good. Now, this could be admin assistant or even P1, P2. They give you a piece of handwriting, and then they give you somebody who has typed the text, and they say, look for the error. Where you find an error, you underline that line. You say that line there is an error. So compare and contrast what is written by hand and what is typed, and then find the mistakes. That is error checking psychometric reasoning test. Anybody find a mistake?
C address.
Why? Explain.
44 River Mead Walk. This one 27.
Exactly. 44 is 27. And then on the D, it says renewal date is 2009. A says renewal date is 2000, which means that the person typed it wrong. But is your eyes to that level? Can you mute, guys?
Please
Not
mute
too
your
many-
mic if you are not talking, please.
Please, please, please. We don't have time. C and D. Can I give another one? Okay, who want to try another one first? Let me give the floor to that person only. Who want to try? Melvin, can I try you on the next question?
Sure, let's go.
Okay, next question. Okay, Melvin is the one having the floor, and we will see how you are thinking.
Okay.
Handwritten up, typing down.
I don't know, my screen is not seeing the last one down.
The last one, there is no mistake on it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay, B.
Premium.
Premium B and C.
Premium, what is the premium problem?
Well,
A and C. A and C.
Hold on.
It is Melvin having the floor. Please mute. I will give you the chance. When I ask you, you want to take the floor, you say, yes, I want to try. Then I will give you. Now it is Melvin's turn, please. Melvin.
Okay, because I is saying the premium here is 324.84, and here is 324.48.
Correct. What about the next mistake?
The next one is sorry, just a minute. And I have lost there somewhere. Is the address? C.
The zip code.
Yeah.
The zip code has got a problem because it says ET, the other one type FT.
That was because here is 9FT and
yes,
9ET.
9ET. So you see, you identify mistake. Anybody who want to try? I want to give them the floor. Please raise your hand. Or
That does, excuse me, Mr. Rico, does this section come with two answers all the time?
Always. Sometimes always two answers. Because it says, if there is no error, you will circle E. If you look at the question, it says each line of the printed, if there is an error, you will circle the answer. It could be more than one answer. Whenever it tells you it could be more than one answer, there is definitely more than one answer. But the thing is, my advice to you, take the line, put your finger, scroll your hand on it, read with your eyes, go line by line. Your hand is on the handwritten, your eye is on the printed. You go like this, you compare. That's the advice I can say. Okay, who want to try the next one? I want to give a chance. Now I'm giving the chance. You don't want to talk. Anybody?
I raised my hand.
Okay, Patrick. Okay, I give you the floor. Next one. Tell me yourself.
And you are going more than the psychometric time.
Yeah. Anybody?
B.
C.
Telephone.
C.
Why? Explain.
Telephone number.
Telephone number.
Yes,
445 and 455. Exactly. It's only B.
B, yeah.
445, 455.
Yeah,
the rest
okay.
is correct. Great. I will give the next question to Wokone Tula, since you are raising your hand for the next question. Or you want to take the floor on this question? Wokone?
Sorry, hello, please. Hello, Mr. Rico.
Yes.
How about the C, the postcode, the 90J?
90J, yes.
Yes.
Is 90J? This is also
Yes,
a 90J.
Yes. That's a J with small letter and the capital letter there. There's a difference, right?
No, it's the same.
Does it make difference?
No, it doesn't make difference.
Okay, so it could be with a capital or small letter in between.
Yes. If you put small letter, you will put a small letter. And you know, a postcode is always capital internationally. It cannot be small letters. Yeah.
So the handwritten, this J I'm seeing is a capital J?
Yeah, it's a capital J.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And somebody else wanted the floor, please?
Yeah, see, Mr. Rico.
Yes.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Okay. See, if you go to address, the first 27 high straight will, okay, but the last one, WV889TG, the last one is not similar to this one. That's GTI, not 9.
You see, it is a handwriting of that person. The J is start at the top of T. That's why it is capital. If it was a small letter, it would have taken half of the T down. It is capital T.
What about 9? 9.
9, yes, 9.
It's 9?
It's 9, yes. It's not G.
Okay.
Mr. Rico, tell him to look at the policy number. It says GV9. That 9 is similar to the 9 that is 9JT.
Exactly. The G on the address, the high, look at the way he writes G. You can see how it writes the G. Look at the policy number.
Okay,
you see?
Okay. You're right. Sorry.
Good. Next question. So sometimes he can give you also a bank account. It tells you 3 companies. Refer to the information below. Identify the correct word. It gives you, gives a correct version of the acquisition global account number. This is the acquisition global account number. This is the one, the acquisition global account number. So which answer is correct? A, B, C, D, E. It's figures, it is there, but a lot of people make mistake on it. We can transfer money to other people's account just by digits.
B.
B.
It's B.
The answer is B. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, who want to try Wokine? Are you there?
Yes, I'm there. B.
I'm going to give you a chance for the next question.
Okay.
The next question is Wokine. It says refer to the above question. It says, which of the combination that appear in the authorization code for global, this one, the authorization code of this one, 3 digits. Which one is the 3 digits you are taking, which appear?
A.
The answer is, Wokine?
A.
Correct. It is this A. Any other one? Because, for example, B, the capital, the R is small letter, it is
B
capital.
and C.
The T, B and C is wrong.
N is small.
A, B, C.
N is small, wrong. D also is wrong because it is V, capital V, A X. And the next one is A and V, you put NV8, which is not correct. So that's why the A is correct. Okay? Are you with me? Next question. Who want to try? Who want to try? Please feel free. I don't hear.
I can try.
Okay, try and see. Try your question. Okay. Which of these combinations do not appear within LU authorized this code? This LU authorized code do not appear. Remember, do not appear. He's looking for the wrong answer. So do not appear.
Can I try E? Can I try? It is E.
No, it's E.
A is wrong because A is TRR. Is a correct
Small
answer.
R.
He's looking for the wrong answer.
Not appear, Mr. Rico.
E.
Yeah, do not appear means the wrong answer.
E.
The answer is E.
E. Because RRC,
Small
not
R.
R small RC.
Yes, that's where the mistake is. You see,
Yeah.
so the psychometric is testing even when you are checking a bank account. Are you accurate in checking digits, codes, and things like that? So these are easy test mechanism that come under error checking. The next one, abstract and logical reasoning, is going to give you some diagrams, some symbols, some shape, and you wanted to see whether you can get some reasoning out of it. Example this, he gives you a game of domino, which is a figure, and he wanted to see whether you can see a pattern, you can see a trend out of it. What do you think? Anybody? Anybody has an idea? What is the answer?
Let's see.
I think the fourth one.
Because there is no need for you to add. If you add, it is 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Everything is 7. Whether you go down, it is also 7. So all the dots is 7.
C.
No worry about it.
C.
Sorry?
C.
C.
C?
Yes.
Yes.
Explain why.
Because you can follow the pattern. Look, the starting point is 2. Then the point is 4. Then
2, 4.
Yes.
6.
Then going down 6. Then
4,
6, 2.
2.
Yes. So
Okay.
C is 2.
Okay. So you can do like this.
Yes.
Another pattern is
the other way.
Wait. There are different patterns. I'm showing you the next pattern. Is 5, 4, 6, 5, 4, 6, 5. It is also C. The pattern you show me is this one.
Yes.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Another pattern.
Yes, 2.
So you have several patterns.
Yes.
Whatever the case is, you get
C
it as
is
C.
the correct answer.
Yes. Any pattern you use, as long as you understand what you are going. When you look at this type of picture, don't look at it as a domino. He's trying to know whether you can identify a pattern within it. So your eyes, you need to remove some rust. You have to see, can I see a pattern there? Is there something that makes sense out of it? That's how it is. Who want to try the next one? Anybody? Same style like this? Please feel free. Anybody? Patrick, are you there?
Let's go, Mr. Vigo. Let's go.
Want to try? Okay. Okay, tell me, what do you think? What would be the answer?
A.
Why?
Because if you start from the first domino 3, 0, down and up, you can follow
3,
down
0,
and up.
3, 0, 3, 0, 3.
0.
Oh, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You see, this combination is found only in choice.
Exactly. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 3, 0, 3, 0, 3, 0, 3, 0, or adding it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You see? There are different patterns that you can interpret it.
It's very tricky.
It's very tricky. There is no one answer. All the pattern brings you to the same result. Whether it is the first one, like this, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 3, 0, 3, 0, 3, 0, 3, 0. For example, me, I can see 3, 0. Patrick can see it like this one. Another person can see it like this one. But at the end of the day, the answer is A. Okay?
Sure, let's go.
You see the way the photo on that slide, the guy is holding his head. That's how you hold your head when you are doing psychometric. Because now you are looking at something that is not people that is looking at it. You are looking something outside the box. And that is what you call reasoning. People thinking that, oh, I have a PhD, I have a master degree, which means I can, it has nothing to do with your qualification. There is no PhD here. There is no masters. Just looking at reasoning. Psychometric, your psychometric test is reasoning. Nothing else, nothing more. This is a logical reasoning. It might come for people of engineering, for example, architects, designers, technical people, like IT people, even finance people. But I just want to show you one, but I have given you 6 in my slide. I want to show you, people are scared about it when they see this. Let's try to understand what is this about. You have something, you have like an input. This is input, A, B, C, D input. It passed through a process. You don't know what is that process. It passed through a second process. The A has disappeared, has become XX. The BCD has remained the same. Interesting. So ABCD passed through a process, a second process. The A has changed to XX. That's what he's telling you. Now, ABCD passed through the first process and goes through a second process. Oh, A has changed to X, BCD is the same, D is there, M has been added. Maybe this is adding the M. This is changing the A into X. This one, it is XX. There is an X here. Maybe this is a second X. Now let me take this result. It passes this process. This one I know it is going to add M. That's why M is here. But here, the D has disappeared. XX is here. B is here. The D. So it deletes the D. Indirectly, I have my input, my output input, output output. The first one has changed the A into X. The second one, I duplicate the first character, which is X. That's why I get X, X, B, C, D. Am I clear so far? Are you with me?
Yes.
Now I go vertically down. When I go vertically down, I have X, B, C, D. Here, I'm suggesting because the D has disappeared, I say delete last character. It has deleted the last character. That's what I have BC. Here, it has added an M. It add M here, it add M here. Now I have been able to understand this logical diagram. There is no PhD, there is no master degree here. It's just giving you a logical diagram. It can be anything. Now I start answering the question. Since I know what was it, now it asks me the question. The first question, it says, ABC pass through this engine. This engine is delete the last character.
It will be deleted. A is the answer.
So the answer will be?
D.
Why? Explain.
Because it was ABC, the process before start, but it is the things are deleting the last one. So this, when you delete the last one, it will go to A and B.
Correct. Okay, somebody else. I don't want you again to take the floor. Somebody else. Anybody else? Take second question. ABCD pass through this process. Duplicate first character. Duplicate first character. Here you are duplicating first character. What will be the answer?
D, no?
D. Again, D.
You are duplicating the first character.
It's again D, D.
D. Do you get it?
D, A, A, B, C.
A, A, B, C. You duplicate the first character. Let's look at the last one. ABC, it says add M.
ABCM.
ABCM.
So the answer is?
C. C.
Yeah, man.
You are
C,
adding M.
ABCM.
A, B, C, M. You are adding the M. This is called a logical diagram, where you try to understand the process. A process is an invisible. Member states give you an executive council decision, which is an input, and they expect you to get an output. You have to do two process. It starts making you thinking, did the process do? Will it give the result? That's why they give you a logical diagram. Why do they put it in an organization? Is to measure whether in implementation of a process, can you understand the risk behind? Can you understand the output that will come out after going through a process? That's all. But they give you a logical diagram. Should I try this one? Anybody can tell me what they think. Here I have the flag, black flag pointing inside, the white flag pointing outside. It passed through a process. It can be anything. And a second process. The black has become white. The white has become black. I'm comparing the first one and the last one.
Oh, there is additional box.
There is an additional box. I think
box
the
is
additional
the
box
last
is this one. The last one is the additional box.
Yeah.
This one is changing color. Black become white, white become white. It's called swap color. Okay, I know swap color is here. Additional box is here. This is my planning. Now, if I swap color, so this is white, this is black. Can you mute, please?
Mute your mic, please, colleagues.
This is black. When it comes, because this is swap color, it rotates this. So since it comes here, and then after swapping color, white and black, it rotates 90 degrees. Let me check. Swap color, add a box on that corner, rotate 90 degrees clockwise.
Clockwise, yeah.
That's what it is. I have understand that logic. Okay. Now I answer the first question. Anybody? Swap color. What is the answer?
The answer is B.
If I swap color, anybody else? Do you confirm answer B?
The answer is B, Rico.
I know, but I want somebody else to confirm you. Anybody can confirm B?
Yeah, the answer is B.
Yeah, the answer is
The answer is B.
It's swap color, then it's changing.
It's changing the color. Great. Okay. Somebody else take the next question. The next question is add a box. Remember, it add a box on a specific corner.
D.
Add a box. Anybody can confirm?
It's D.
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 It cannot be A. It can be only be D. Because it
Hold on.
Okay. Melvin.
Yes.
Next question for you.
I see.
Rotate 90 degrees, add a box.
I see.
Rotate 90 degrees, which means that this black will become down here. Which means that this is out, this is out, this is out. The answer is B. And he added box on the corner. Rotate 90 degrees. Are you getting it?
I'm a bit lost there.
A bit lost.
Okay.
If you rotate 90 degrees, this one will become down, this one will become down.
Yeah.
It will come down like this. And then this one say add a box, it adds the box here. That's why it is B.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
But you will get the slide. You will be able to practice it with this blue marking for you. I've left it on the slide for you.
Good.
Rico.
Yes, sir.
You know, the hard part was to work out the swap color in the rotation. That was the hard part. Once you know that, you should be okay. Now, how do you, with strange shapes like this, decide that this one is actually representing swap color and that one is representing edge box? I mean, what's the logical reasoning behind that?
Let me explain to you. Thank you for this question. What happened is that every single rotation you are doing, you don't see it in your hands. You are rotating in your mind. That's why it is very stressful. When you finish a test of psychometric 1 hour, normally they give you a day off because you are stressed. It gives you headache because you are rotating that thing in your head. You're not rotating on paper. We are used to touch paper and get things done on paper. But here, you are doing things on it. So your question is, why do we say it is soft color? I did not know it is soft color, but I discovered that a box is adding. So I say, since the box is coming here, maybe the box was added here. It could be add box, soft color. Let me put add box here. If I add box, there's no box here. So the add box cannot be here because then it would have been repeating the add box here. So that's why we say, no, the add box should be on this one. Then the soft color should be on this one. So you're trying to put pros and cons, you balance things in a logical way. In work also, if you have a meeting, you say you want to go and have your meeting in Mogadishu. You put pros and cons. Can I have a summit in Mogadishu? Pros and cons, you see, if I do that, that's what will happen. It's applicable in our own life, in our own working condition, where you use logical reasoning to get things done. So organization, they test people. They look for fitness of people to know whether can the person identify logic. If this were there, would it get the same result? No. If this is there, get the, so it wants you to be thinking outside the box. Did I answer your question, my brother?
Yes, thanks, Rico. Thanks.
Great. Okay, somebody will tell me what they think is it. This one, it is black, black, white, white in an X way. It passed through a process. It passed through a Gaussian process. Oh, it has changed to white this side, black this side, and the box has spread. There is a, the box has spread. Did it spread first, or did it rotate, or did it swap color? So we know there is a spread somewhere. There is either a rotation or a swap color along these two. Now I take this one. Can it be a spread? If it is a spread, there is no spread here. There is no spread. So it would be a soft color or a rotation. So if it has rotate and then it add a white box on top, this is like you are adding a white box. Let me get a pen. A pen. Here you are adding a white box on top. Here it seems like it is like a rotation. Okay, it rotate, then it add a box. So if this one rotate, this one has done a expansion. It has push. So if it expand, let me see now. If I have this box, this here, this area, if I expand it, yes, it expanded. And then white has become black, black has become white. So swap color. Let me test and see. Add center white box, correct? Rotate 90 degrees clockwise, correct? Space in a box, all the in a box, space. Swap color. You see, I'm trying to question each and every process to know whether am I doing it in a logical order. That's what is the whole question about. If you get a question like this, you just a matter of thinking either it is a color, either it is a rotation, whether it is space the box or add a box, something that is happening. Look at the pattern and then try to interpret that pattern. Let's look at the first question. Patrick, I want to give you the floor for the first question yourself. This box go into swap color. What is the answer? This is swap color.
Hello, are you talking to me, Rico?
Yes, Patrick. I'm the one. You have the floor.
No, I'm in something else. So maybe proceed with somebody else because I'm just following to but I'm in another discussion here. Please.
Hey, my friend. Your psychometric is most important. Huh? I want to protect you.
Hey, Rico.
I think
yes.
D.
Correct. Because it just okay. Next one. It says add a center box first, then swap color.
Rico, are you sure it is D? Let's go back again, I think.
It's D.
Yeah, because
Swap color.
Because this
So
one,
white become black, black become white.
but it's separated.
It's separated.
Which one?
If you look at the example, it's separated.
No. Here it says apply this.
It says swap the colors. Let's look
Here.
at it.
And
Apply
also
to swap the
It's asking you to swap color, nothing else.
It's D.
Maybe
If
C.
you take that box,
The
swap the
separation
color.
is the other one. Okay. Okay.
Separation, I thought that.
Don't mix the signal. Don't mix the sign. Here he's telling you, he did not tell you this one. This one did not tell you. He's telling you this swap color. Take this picture, swap the color.
Okay.
So if you follow the color, the pictures,
Yes, follow the picture.
you will get to know the answer on it because the colors are the one that are giving you the asking the question about.
Yes. So when you have this question, don't forget you need to write. You write this blue line. I'm the one who write it. You have to write it so that you can apply in the answer. So here it is. It gives you a picture like this. It says add a center box. Remember, it is a white box. Add a center white box, and then swap color.
Question, Mr. Rico.
Yes.
Yeah. So in the actual test, it's possible to it's possible to write like the way you are doing.
For me, I normally write.
No, the question is it possible? Does the application allow
the online application? No, it's only on paper that you can actually write. But if it is online, you need to keep it in memory, and that is more headache.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. So if I add a white box, remember I'm going to get a white box here. Then I will swap color. When I swap color, I'm putting a white box.
It's B.
What is answer?
That's B.
Cannot be B.
D, Rico.
Yes, it has to be D because if it is white box, here it is staying white. It is wrong. It has to become black. That's why it is wrong.
Yeah.
It should be D.
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
Because of the swapping color. Not the box.
Somebody type in. Can you please mute your device so that others can hear?
Thank you. Can I go to the next?
Yeah, please.
Last question on this. I take this picture. I will rotate 90 degrees clockwise. Then I will space it. I will rotate. Horizontal will become vertical, become horizontal. Then I'm going to space it.
It is C.
C. So C is the answer.
You are getting it correct. C is the answer. You rotate that white vertical, become horizontal, and then you space it.
Yeah. Mr. Rico, can you go back to the previous one, please?
Data analysis process.
Okay. Tell me. My lady, go ahead.
Yes, you said the answer is D for this one.
Yes.
But we are supposed to add a white box, right?
You add it first. It is white. Then the first process, this is the first process. You add the box. Then it's the second process. The sequential is very important. That's why he gives you arrow. He gives you arrow. You have to follow the sequence of logical diagram.
All right, I got it now.
When you swap, you will get the color in the middle. Get it.
Yes, correct. You're getting it. Should I leave this for you so that you look at it at home on this one?
Yes, yes.
I will give you the answer, definitely. I give you the answer, but I want you to practice it at home.
Yes.
Including this one, so that we attack the other one.
Yes, I think let's move forward.
Yes, we look forward. You have some that I have not done, but the answer is there. You can see how it goes. Let's look at this. It says there is a pattern that is going on that first part. This is the first area. You need to identify what is happening here. Let me give you something. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We know we need 4 dots.
Yeah.
We know that we need 4 dots. like this. We need 4 of it. Okay. Now, which one is not 4? This is out. 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 Okay. That's how you make your mind work. Now, I need
another one. There's another one.
There is another one here. This one.
Yeah, 3.
Okay. Now, it is inclined. Then it rotates. It's supposed to go down. Agree with me? The line is rotating. It was diagonal, horizontal, diagonal, vertical, diagonal, horizontal, diagonal, vertical, diagonal. This line, this particular line is rotating this way, up. Is rotating this way up. This one is coming down. That's why I got horizontal line. Now this one will go down. This one will go up. That's why I get up
down.
and down.
Yeah.
So this one will become vertical because this one will become center.
And then
this one is going horizontal. So that's why I got it vertical.
Yeah.
So you need to look at pattern. There is nothing in the dots. Look at the pattern. So something is diagonal. Now if I eliminate, can this be correct? No, it's out because I need diagonal.
Yeah.
This diagonal is wrong. This is wrong. The answer is this.
Yeah.
You see? Do you get it?
Yeah, yeah.
You are looking from an abstract point of view. The reasoning behind dots. It is not PSD. It is not peace and security. It is nothing. You are looking from an abstract point of view. Yes.
Sorry, Mr. Rico, just question. All the corners have equal distribution of the dots. So I was expecting 2, 2 with that diagonal, but 2, 2.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Because when you eliminate, the only answer will be diagonal. It is 3, 1. Not necessarily 2, 2. Don't make that assumption because it might create some problem.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. But just look at pattern and lines and make the lines rotate in your mind as you're reading it. Look at the pattern. That is the reasoning behind. Next question. Look at that pentagon. The arrow is underneath. The arrow turn, it become above. It turn again, it become under. It turn again, it become above. It turn again, it become under. It turn again, it become above.
Above. Come in the
It come again under. So it has to become above.
Yeah.
Because it become under afterward. So anything up above. So this is wrong. 1.
What do you mean by under? I can't get that. Under, above.
The arrow. The arrow.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. I get it.
Under.
All right.
Under, above, under, above, under, above, under, above. So I'm eliminating all the under. All my under is out. Okay, I've taken all the under. Okay. Now remember, it is rotating from here. Yeah. It goes here.
Mr. Rico, I think you have taken one of the, which is the above, the last line, the third one. The last line, the third one, which is locating up.
This one?
No, down.
This one?
You are eliminating the one which is down, isn't it?
No, I'm eliminating only the X, the one I have written X.
All right. Oh, get it. Okay.
I've kept the rest.
Okay.
Then now I know that this arrow is here, is going this direction. That's why it appears here. This one is going this direction. It appears here. This one will go into this direction. It's rotating here. This one is going up. It's rotating here. This one go up. It comes here. It rotates again. That side. It comes here. Of course, now it rotates. Where will it come? It should come at that angle.
Yeah.
On this side.
Yeah.
That's the only way. So which one is on this side?
The first one, the second row.
So this one is out?
Yeah, down.
This one is out? I mean, you do elimination first.
Yeah.
This one is out.
And this is the answer, the remaining.
But now you have two answers. You have this and this. Which one is the answer?
The first one.
Why?
This one.
Explain. Why?
Because it's got a dot at the center.
Exactly.
The center
There
is,
is no dot
Yeah.
here. Here it's absent of dot. We are talking of a dot. So this is the right answer.
Yeah.
Because of that dot. You see how you look at patterns in an abstract way?
Rico,
Yes.
Mr. Rico,
Yes.
Mr. Rico, go back. What's the difference between the first row and then the second one? I feel when I'm looking at them, they look the same.
Yeah, but here it is under the line. I need above the line.
Okay. I get your point. Okay.
I need above. That's what I make elimination.
Okay. I get. I've seen now. I've seen. Okay, thanks.
Great. I'm happy you can see it. So I will give you answers for this. You can practice even this. You will practice at home and you have the answers. Let's look at number 5. We have 6. Number 5. Patrick, what's the time now?
5:30.
Yes, it is 5. It's 5:34.
We finish at 6. So we finish at 6. That's fine. Thank you. Now, spatial reasoning. You have a pattern. You have a box, a paper. You have a cube like this, and in your mind, you're going to unbox it. You're going to open it. Can you mute, please?
Mute your mic, please.
You have a cube like this one. And what the question is, if you take a knife, you cut it and you're going to open it. Which one is the answer? So you compare, you say, this black, it goes 90 degrees, hitting that triangle. This one go 90 degrees to come down to hit a triangle, this side. Okay. Now, this one, is it hitting the triangle? No, it's not hitting the triangle because I'm looking for the line. I come here. This triangle, this circle hitting this side. Is it hitting this side? Maybe. I put a line here. But if I turn this side, this one, if I turn it at the back, will it meet the triangle? No, it's going to be parallel. So there is a problem here. This is not good, but this is okay. It meets one side. I come here. This one is meeting the apex. And this one is meeting the side. The side is okay, but the apex is wrong. Now this one is meeting the side. And when I'm going to turn this and connect it to that junction, this one will meet like this. So the answer is D. Do you understand? Or should I repeat it?
You gotta repeat it. Repeat it, please.
Okay. Okay, let me remove all these pointer option. Erase on slide. Okay. You have a box. Remember, the box is in your mind and you are going to open it. So you need to have some point of reference. So if you have this black rectangle, you look at the point of reference. Sorry, let me erase this again. Erase. I'll get my pointer back. Sorry, I got my pointer back. So if I draw a line, this one is going to go like this and hit the triangle here. This one is hitting the triangle on one side. I have 2 points of reference. If I take the first one, this line, is it hitting the triangle? The triangle is here. It's going on its own. It's not hitting. So definitely this option is out. But is this circle hitting the triangle? Yes, this one hit. This one does not hit. So because you have one wrong, one correct, it is wrong. You have to get 2 correct. You come to here. This circle is hitting the triangle. Yes. But
no,
is this one hitting the triangle? Yes.
Even another problem, this circle is not on the
It should be on the high side like this.
Should be, yeah, inclined side, yeah.
But I put a tick temporarily.
Okay.
I put a tick temporarily. But when I come to this one is supposed to hit the triangle. It is not hitting the triangle. It is wrong. So that's why this is wrong. And I come here. This one is hitting the apex. Here it is hitting the side. So it is wrong.
Yeah.
The circle is hitting the triangle.
Inclined one.
Yeah,
that's okay.
that is correct.
Yeah.
But because of correct and wrong, it becomes wrong. We come here. The black is hitting the side. Correct. Yeah. The circle, when I'm going to turn and connect this to this corner, so the circle will connect to this triangle.
Yeah.
Is correct. So because there are two correct, the answer is D.
Yeah.
Remember, you are doing all this manipulation in your mind, not on paper. You don't need to have a PhD in peace and security to do that.
It's finally a punishment.
Yeah, yes, it's a punishment. You
it's
have
reasoning.
You have marriage, you have work issues. Then you start thinking like this.
Some people has got a lot of qualification, but common sense is zero. Qualification is high.
But you cannot impart it with this cycle.
Yeah.
No, that's
common
why
sense.
psychometric measure your reasoning. Even in university.
Yeah, you are right. You are very right, Mr. Rico, but 17 years afterwards, you are measuring my reasoning.
That's why I'm saying that you and me, we are rested. We need to brush, oil it, and remove the rest. If you go out, Milimo, you go out into the UN system, are you still competitive as a finance person? If you apply a position in the UNFPA, for example, they're going to apply this on you. They want to know whether you're competitive.
Mr. Rico, in the UN, this is the first test.
This is the first test.
Once you don't
Definitely.
make it up there with this
If
one.
you don't pass psychometric, you don't move to the next one.
No, it's not the truth. What it says is wrong.
So for me, it's an eye opener for you.
Yeah.
Your future is in your hands, but it's an opportunity for you to learn. But I say it's an opportunity, not a punishment. It's an opportunity to see things in a different direction.
Yeah, yes, just to think that next time when it should ever happen, I think they should put it at a lower number of years of service. Because I mean, at this stage, why are you asking me whether I can reason properly after 20 years? Just why? I'm just thinking generally.
Think loud is good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Something, Mr. Rico. I think having spent that year, at a certain point, it's better for you also to test your IQ so that you know whether you are still
exactly
moving
your
forward.
own IQ. Exactly. Your self-satisfaction. You're right. Bye-bye, Melvin. You're right. Let's take the next one. Okay. Anybody tell me? I'm not writing anything now. What I can say to help you, this is the middle of the line. And this one is hitting the triangle and is going to hit the side. Think about it. Now think about the answer.
B. This one B is the answer. B.
How many say A? A is an impossible answer.
B
is an impossible answer. This one is an impossible answer. The answer is B. You are correct. So if you get a box like this, you should just make a point of contact, what you are looking for, and then you look for it. But if you look at that box, remember something. If, for example, you did not have the opportunity to open your eyes, you will look at it, you will not be concentrating. Whereas now I teach you something is have a point of reference, center, have a point of reference. Then you say, let me look for that point of reference. If you think about point of reference, you will get the answer. But if you don't think of a point of reference, you will be lost. How many people are aware of this today? Some of them doing tests on Monday. They don't know that a box like this, you have to have point of reference. But you are lucky. You know that now. Oh, if I get a box like this, I have to have a point of reference. Next one.
Very good. Just to add, this is not only for this one. Probably you want to go for a job to the UN and still. This is also eye opener. You now know that you can practice this when you have that time. And then you can hit your ground running.
Exactly. And many people have been able to hit the ground running. Many people are taking package, many people are leaving, they're going to the UN system after they have passed the psychometric. Psychometric first, before they do technical written, then they do interview, then they do another discussion meeting before they say, we appoint you. Psychometric is fast. And that's why the consultant is making psychometric. He wants to make psychometric in order to understand your reasoning. You are going to also have some written tests. You are going to have some other exercise. All this is trying to place you on the structure. He wants to know your fitness. Are you still fit? Are you still reason? So don't think that you are old, Milimu. You are still young. I can give you some white hair.
No, I'm not old.
Correct.
But I'm just worrying that
no worry.
The questions you're asking at this stage, I mean, it's like we've been here this long, then you're asking us whether we're still reasoning.
But remember, you are in a comfort zone for years and years. You are just feeling in your comfort zone where you are sitting. You feel very happy. But are you still competitive despite your happiness? Compared to others?
I'm actually speaking for many. I probably can go through this and get 50. But I'm speaking for many. It's really
I'm
complex.
sure that those who have attended, those people who have attended the training, definitely their eyes is open. You are a better person than yesterday in terms of psychometry.
True. Let's move on, Sarah.
Move on. Yes.
Sorry, we have to move on so that it's time.
Yes, time is on the side. We have to finish at 6. Here is a pentagon, 5 sides with 3 sides. Here is a square, 4 sides with 4 sides. If I take pentagon plus 3 sides, it becomes 10 sides. A square plus a square is 8 sides. Okay. Now it asks me, this is an hexagon, 6 sides plus 4 sides, which is 10 sides. What will happen to the figure? Now I start writing it. 5 external white. The other one is 4 external white. This one is 3 internal, because it's a triangle. This one is 4 internal. Here it is asking you 6 external and 4 internal. And here you can see that he was getting 8 to 8. Now you are talking of 10. You need to get something 10. That's the logic behind that drawing. So which one is the logic? Remember, a circle is 1. A circle is 1 means 2. Here is 3, 3 is 6.
That's
yes,
A.
I know. Here is 6 plus 6 is 12. Here is 4 plus 4 is 8.
The answer is A.
I know, but I want to show you where the others are wrong. Once you know where the others are wrong, you become smarter. So the answer is A, because it is 5 plus 5. 5 side plus 5 side.
Can I make a comment, sir?
Yes.
And I think this is something that from here, a lot of people who might have been in the level of feeling this may pass, because if you see this type of figure, I mean, just seeing it is to this and this to this, you're not even going to think whether they are looking at the inside and the outside.
Exactly.
So you become confused whether it is the way it is positioned and not actually the side that they are talking about, because they are not telling you about the side here. It's just the angle triangle you are seeing and the hexagon you are seeing, and then they are telling you this is to this and this is to this.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why you see, when I remove it, let's look at it from the very beginning. If you get this, many people leave it and go because they don't understand. They say,
honestly, even me, I have no idea what is here.
You look at it without the marking I do, you will say, what is that? And then they will say, okay, at random, they put any answer. But not knowing that, you can see that there are 4 side external, and that one is 5 side external, 4 side external. The inside is 3, but here when I add it for this triangle, 5 plus 3, I get 8 sides. When I add this, 4 plus 4, I get 8 sides. So it is comparing 8 with 8. He could have written 8 for you, but he didn't want to write 8. He put picture for you. Then he's telling you, what about this one? Now, when you look at this one, this is a 6 side. This is a 4 side. When I add it, it is a 10 side. 6 side and 4 side. When I add it, it becomes a 10 side. So you need a 10. So where do you get 10? Only where you get 10 is 5. 5. That's why you say it is 8. Logical. Okay.
Mr. Rico, can I say something on this one?
Yes, you can.
I have seen another logic also on this one.
Okay.
If you see the first one, for the inside is triangle, it is +1 for the inside polygon. For the outside is -1. This logic also, it works. For example, triangle become, when you add 3, when we add 1 from the triangle, it will become 4. For the outside, it was 5, it became 4. Okay. So for the outside side, it's minus.
Here you +1.
+1. This logic also works.
Okay. And then what happened here? It's already 4, 4.
No. Let's look this one for the rectangle one.
Okay.
We add 1 on it. It will become 5-sided polygon.
If 1 become 5 side.
For the outer side, we
-1, it becomes 5 side. So 5 side, 5 side. Yes, it's a logical.
It's good to go for the simplest.
Bravo.
No, but what I'm happy is that different team can see it with different eyes. And Mega, thank you for that. It's a very good approach. You can look at it as long as you're able to see that you see outside the box. You look beyond what you see, even in work. Don't look and interpret something based on what you see. It can be more than that. And Melvin knows that in political matters, what you see as an evidence what is happening in a country does not really mean exactly what you think.
Yes.
So you think in a reasonable, spatial, reasonable way. So this is the whole exercise. You can apply it in your life. This is a picture. I'll give you only one of it. Here it says rotate clockwise 90 degrees. So if I rotate this, it rotates. If I rotate this vertical, it becomes horizontal. It becomes horizontal. Here it was vertical. If I rotate it, it becomes like this. Correct. Here it says middle symbol, the middle symbol only rotate 90 degrees. Only the middle symbol. Here it tells you move one place to the right. So this one will move, which means that it will appear at the end. This one will move here. This one will move here. It gives you some law. Here it says reflect on the x-axis, which is y0. Reflect on this line. So this one will remain the same. This one will go up, this one go down. This one will go up, this one go down. Now the question he asks you, if you apply this one, which is move one place on the right and then reflect 90 degrees, reflect on the y-axis horizontally, reflect horizontally, horizontal. So if I move this become here. So this one will replace this one will replace this one, which means the circle becomes center. This is wrong. Circle becomes center. The arrow has moved. So I have already eliminated one because the circle has moved, it becomes center. Then it says reflect 90 degrees. If I reflect 90 degrees on a circle, the black become white, white become black. Agree?
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes, true.
If I rotate horizontally, the bottom will come up, up become white. So B is there, C is eliminated, D is eliminated. So the answer is B.
Yeah.
You see how you get
Mr. Rico?
Yes.
Can you repeat the logic before you go to the question? So then I wanted to see it again, please.
Okay, it's fine. Here is, okay. First logic, it gives you a symbol and you need to read the meaning of that symbol. It says rotate 90 degrees clockwise. When you rotate 90 degrees, this is a star. If I put my center here, I rotate, it will remain the same, no change. But this is vertical. If I rotate it, it becomes horizontal. I'm rotating in my head. Huh? If I rotate this one, for example, here, this is vertical, become horizontal. This line become here because it was here. I rotate it, it become horizontal. So I understand the rotation. This symbol is telling me rotate the middle by 180. The middle symbol rotated by 180 degrees. It not says the first and the third, it says the middle one. So it has rotated. I have no problem. Now I'm trying to understand this one. This one is telling me each symbol move one place to the right. Everything move. So this one will move to the right, but it cannot stay in the empty, which means that it will go at the back. It will come here at the back when I push it. This cross will move on the first position. This L will move on second position. That's why the cross is here, the L is here, and that one has gone at the back. Sorry, since it is moving one step. Here it says reflect all symbol all on the x-axis means the line y is equal to 0 vertically. So when I rotate, anything which is up will become down, down become up. Let me see. If I rotate on this line, it remains the same. But if I rotate on this line, this part become up, this one become down. If I rotate on this line, this one become up, this one become down. So I'm happy with it. Then he's telling me, take this symbol, rotate. No, move one step on the right. So if I move one step on the right, I'm going to move this. When I move it, the L will become here. That arrow will become here. The circle becomes center. Where is the circle center? Here, here, and here, which means this is wrong because the arrow remains where it is. The ball, the black and white circle, the sphere should have been in the center, so it is alone. Now I'm applying the second one. It's a reflection horizontal line. That circle is already center.
Yeah.
If it rotates, if black is up, it has to become white. If white is up, it has to become black. Here it remains the same, which means that it did not apply this rule. It is wrong. It remains the same. It did not apply this rule. The rule says reflect. It did not. It keeps the same. So it is wrong. So the only answer would be B. This is the correct answer. Did you get it?
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Clear? Reasoning. Milimu, are you there?
I'm very much here, Mr. Rico.
You see the picture of that man? On that picture?
Yes, yes, and he's
you
old.
see with his white hair, he's thinking.
He's being forced to Mr. Rico, he's being forced to
Oh, Rico.
It's beyond his control. If he had a way, he could have not agreed.
Okay, let's try to understand this one. He said mirror the first symbol. This is the first symbol. Mirror means it will change direction to this side, which is here. And the second symbol, you're going to on the y-axis, which means vertically. The second symbol, it changes right to left, left to right. It becomes this.
That we can hear clear.
So first is mirror the right symbol, then reflect on the second symbol, reflect it on the x-axis, which means the line x is equal to 0. We look at the second symbol. Second symbol is this one. It says each symbol move one place to the left. Oh, one place to the left. This one move to the left, which means that it will appear this side. This one will move to this side. This one will move to this side, which means that's why you have this has moved to the left, this has moved to the left, this has come at the end. We are happy with it. Change the size of the first. The first one is a change the size of the first one. If it is big, become small. If it is small, it become big. And the third. Change the size of the first and the third. So when I look at it, the first one has changed. The second one has changed. The third one has changed. The middle one remains the same. Then it says, change the shading to the of the full size. This is small size. It will not change. This is a full size. Change the shading. If it is black, it become white. If it is white, it become black. Now he gives us a question. He say apply this here. Change the shading of the full size. Which one is full size here?
Full size is square.
Square.
And
the rectangle.
The triangle.
The triangle.
Yes, because this is small size. So this one will not be affected.
Yeah.
Now I know it says change the shading of the full size.
C.
So it will be D.
B is wrong because here is triangle square. It has swapped.
C.
That's one is D.
A is wrong because
C.
only
C.
this one has changed. This one
they
did
said
not
it-
change. Answer is C.
It is C.
This has changed color. This has changed color. This is the answer. This is wrong. So that's why the answer is C.
Yeah. C.
You get it?
Yes.
Okay. I have others. I will keep it for you. You will do at home.
Yes. And this one can be done at home.
Yes. And this one, I think it's almost the last one. I think we are left with 2 slides. It gives you a piece of paper. It's like a piece of paper on your desk now. This is a piece of paper, the first drawing. This is a paper. It says that he's going to fold it. He takes that corner. He's going to send it up here. So he takes that corner. He folds it. Everything is in your mind. Huh? It's not on paper. Then he takes that part. He pushes it down. He takes that part. He pushes it down. So that paper is folded. Then he takes a screwdriver. He drills a hole here. And this hole is 2A. No, 3A, sorry. Let me erase this one. This is eraser. I'm going to erase this and this. This hole is a drill a hole. He drill a hole, he punch a hole there. He punch a hole at 3A. That's why on A you have 3A, everything is 3A. He want to check whether he drill a hole on 3A. Now, after he drills the hole of 3A, he reopened the paper back. He push it back. He reopen it. So this hole, when you open it back, it will go somewhere here.
Yeah.
Agree with me?
Yeah.
The hole on the paper, the back paper, the one which is here, that hole which is here, when I will rotate it, it will come down to this corner. So it is telling you where is the hole going on the sheet when it is unfolded.
One is complicated, Mr. Rico. What?
No, it's not.
I think you should
not.
start this over. Let's see, because it looks a bit complicated.
This is 3A.
Mhm.
When it rotates, it becomes 2A.
Mhm.
It goes up. This is 3A. It was on that corner. When it goes, it becomes 6D. It goes on that corner. So it is this corner we are touching, this corner, and this corner. Because the line of folding is here. This is the line of folding. And then he rotates it.
3A.
It's A.
So
It's
the
A.
answer is
The answer is
It is A.
the answer is A.
A.
3A,
Yeah.
2A, 6D.
6D. Yeah.
Do you get it?
No. I'm still confused. I'm not understanding exactly.
What did you not understand, Sylvia? Tell me.
Because I think the whole process, maybe start all over again, maybe then I'll understand. Because we are looking at this blank, this is a blank paper, the first one.
The
Isn't
blank
it?
paper. Yes.
Yeah.
And
So
then
now,
the first folding
then
is, it
the
says that
first-
you are folding along
Yeah.
along this line. You are going to fold, you take this corner, you bring it up to this corner so that you get that triangle. This is the one that he got. The paper has gone up. There was one sheet. Now on this area, it is 2 sheets. When I fold this one on the third one, in this area, there are 3 sheets of paper. So when I drill a hole here, of course, it has punched 3 layers, 3 sheets of paper, because the paper has been folded. And I'm going to reopen it. Definitely, the dots will go into another location.
Okay, I get your point. I get it now. I get it.
So this is the type of question that you can get in terms of spatial reasoning. It is space. You are rotating, you are doing that paper movement into your mind, looking at what is happening.
Kevin, you don't need God. Don't worry, he's already there.
Who is there?
Kevin.
Okay, the next one. If you look at this, I will not say anything. What will be the answer according to you? Read it. But you have to think about the logic.
I'm not seeing all, but I think so.
Let me tell you, black inside,
This is
black outside. Clear? I have a black inside, black outside. Here it is black inside because the star, and the black outside. Outside. So inside, outside, inside, outside. When I'm come to here, I'm talking about the square. One is inside, one is outside. No problem about it. I accept it. Here, the pentagon is inside. It is black and outside. Here we are talking of black versus black. Here is black inside, black outside. We are talking about black, black. Let's look at this one. It changed. White, white. This is talking about white, white. Inside, outside. White, white. White, white.
No, black, white.
White, white. Here is white, white. Here, what is he talking? The question. Is it black, white, white, white?
C is correct.
Black, white.
Is what?
I'll go for C.
Is black, black. And inside, outside. So the answer is A. You are on that set. It says, where do you classify yourself? You classified yourself under A because you are talking of black, black and inside, outside.
Oh, wait.
Why did you say C?
Okay, actually, I'm looking at the okay, I think now I got it because I was looking at the set that are there because they are all triangle.
Yeah, they are all triangle. It is black, black. You're not comparing the star and the square because there's no comparison.
Okay.
You only compare triangle, triangle. So since they are talking about black, black, it should be A. Because
okay, so the colors here is what we look at.
Yeah. He's supposed to put a B here for you. He's supposed to tell you this is A.
Okay.
So either A or B, but something is missing on that slide.
Oh, okay, because the A now you have black, white, black, white. Okay.
Yes.
I see. Thank you.
Okay. So this is something, the last slide is about map. And what I have seen is people in security, we did that training with people in security protocol. They understand map better than I think anybody else. And they are good in that. Let me put the first question. Let's look at it. It can give you a map like this. It says Officer Perez is in Tosh Street. Let me look at my Tosh Street. My Tosh Street is here. This is Tosh Street. Officer Perez is there. And with the City Hall, this is the City Hall on her right. On her right hand, so this will be right hand, this will be left hand. So if he's staying here, this will be his right hand, the other side. So this is the face, he's looking into this direction. So I point it. So he's looking towards Shakespeare Street. On his right hand or on her right hand, the City Hall is here. On the left hand is a road that goes towards west. You see, which direction is he facing? Remember, this is north.
East.
This is east, this is west,
East.
this is south.
B east.
He's facing east. Correct, he's facing east. But you need to plot it to be able to understand. Next question, it says, she turned. She did not continue. She turned and walked to the junction of the West Street. This is West Street. So she turned and start walking. Let me make her turn. There it is. She turned and go toward the West Street. She then turned to the right. To the right. The right is which road am I going? Is it Kingston or Dunbar? I turn to the right.
Dunbar.
I turn to the right, I go to Dunbar.
Yeah.
And walk to the next junction. He arrived here. Then he says, before turning left, when he turned left, does he go on Shakespeare or Bolivar?
Before?
Bolivar.
He's turning on, he turned left when he reached the junction. When he's here, he turned left. When he turned left, automatically, he comes somewhere here.
Yeah.
Now the question is asking you, where is O? This is O. Where is O in relation to her position? Is it north, east, south, or west?
East.
O is east.
Yeah.
East.
Good. Then it gives you a last question. It says, Officer Martinez, he starts from location M. This is my M. This is M. Officer Martinez is here. He said he proceed as follows. She proceed as follows. Left on Valencia. So he started walking on Valencia. He walk on Valencia. Let me make him walk on Valencia. There it is. He walk on Valencia. Heading east. Is it correct? Yes, he's heading east. He takes second left. This is first left. This is second left. So he takes second left, which means that he's going up. Then it says north. He says he takes second right. This is my first right. This is my second right.
Yeah.
Okay. Heading east, correct?
It is east, yeah.
Yes. Then he said he takes second left. This is my first left. This is my second left. So he goes up. He proceeds north 2 blocks. 2 block means what? A block means from one road to another. 1 block, 2 block. I had a challenge when I was making a training with some official. I will not tell you the name. When I said 2 blocks, they say no, it is 2 shops. Because in New York, we go for 2 shops, not 2 blocks. So 2 block means a building block between 2 avenues. That's why you jump 2 blocks. So it says, where is his location, according to you?
Barcelona Avenue.
He has gone 2 blocks. So
Yeah.
he is at P. He is here now.
Yeah.
He has reached P.
Yeah, he's at P. Yep.
He's at P. Okay. Decision making, last. I will read for you. Dr. Miller has a busy pediatric dentist practice. Pediatric means children. It's a dentist for children. And she needs a skilled, reliable hygienist. It's a nurse that is dentist, because I'm hygienist, to keep things running smoothly. The last 2 people she hired were recommended by top dentists in the area, but each lasts less than 1 month. She is now in desperate need of a hygienist. She needs a nurse dentist who can competently handle the specific challenges of her practice. The specific challenges is what? Pediatric. Then he said, which of the following candidates would Dr. Miller consider most seriously? So Melvin sometimes need to recruit people. And then you have a case like this. He tells you, I have 4 candidates. Where it is? I have 4 candidates. The first candidate is Kathy, has been a hygienist for 15 years. 15 years, nurse dentist. Her current employer, who is about to retire, says that she's best in the business. The clientele, the clients are mostly some of the wealthiest people and powerful citizens in the country. Ministers, president, prime minister, minister.
Please, please. Please put on mute so we can hear clear.
This is Kathy. Kathy is an hygienist, 15 years experience. her boss is going to retire, and the boss has recommended her that she's the best. But the clients that they deal with are some of the wealthiest, the rich people, and the powerful people. The guy, can you mute, please? Now, I have a second candidate is Lindy. Patrick, can you mute the guy?
Yes, yes. Let me do it.
Okay, so the second candidate is Lindy. She recently graduated from one of the top of her class. She's top of her class. And from one of the best dental hygiene program in the US. Prior to dental hygienist, because she's graduated, she has a certificate, she has a degree. Lindy spent 2 years working in a daycare center, working with children. Now, Marilyn, another candidate, has experience, highly recommended dental, who is also finishing up a degree. She's finishing up a degree in childhood education. She's interested with nursing, with hygienist, but childhood education, which she hopes will get her job. She wants to be a preschool teacher. She's eager to find a job as pediatric, since she's always want to work with children. And the last candidate is James. He's a nurse. He's not in hygiene, a nurse for 5 years in general public health clinic. He's interested in securing a position in a private dental office. So according to you, which candidate is the best candidate for this position based on Dr. Miller, specific challenges and requirements?
B, I think B.
Is it decision making?
B is best.
B.
Why?
Go for B as well.
Why? Explain.
Usually, if I may come,
She is a trained dental hygienist.
Yes.
And prior to being a dental hygienist, she dealt with children. And therefore, she fits a pediatric dentistry practice.
Good, Charles. I agree with you.
Right.
Melvin,
It's also graduated.
Melvin first, and then Laurent will talk. Melvin?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Melvin first.
Okay.
Melvin, go ahead.
Yeah. So how we go with B as well, because
Yes.
as a recent graduate, and she's looking up to. Actually, if you look at, she's looking up to. She has a post dentist hygienic program in the US, and she has worked in the dentist hygienist level. Leslie spent 2 years working. So in that case, if you look at it, this person, first of all, you will get a long time reliable staff.
Career. Okay.
Yeah. Because for
Agree.
career purpose,
Laurent, can I hear Laurent now? Laurent, what do you think?
I think B. I will choose B because in terms of experience, she has already 2 years work experience in the daycare center, and she has also worked in as a dental hygienist, and she has already graduated.
Okay.
While Marilyn is finishing her degree.
Okay, let me ask the question to Melvin, and then I will come to Laurent, and then Charles. Let me ask the question to Charles first. Charles, why are we not select Cathy? Number one, A. Why are we not select A?
Is it me?
Yes, Charles. I'm talking to Charles. Charles Morwa. Why are we not select A, candidate A?
Because Dr. Miller already has a busy pediatric dentistry practice. So she's already busy. She doesn't need the wealthy and powerful citizens.
Okay, the answer is that Dr. Miller, he deals only with children teeth. He does not deal with ministers. He's a pediatric dentist, but he's children below 18. That is her specialty. And when you have children, they cry, they have pain, and that noise is not easy. That's why the two people that she employed before they run away, because they cannot handle children. And this Cathy, he only deal with rich people, rich adult, and powerful ministers. She don't have experience with children. So that's why A is out. My question go to Melvin.
Yes.
Why is C eliminated?
You see, she eliminated. If you look at it. First of all, she is just looking forward to work with children, which means if you hire her, does she have the experience of working with the children? No. She's finishing her school education in childhood education, which is something that she's been taught, but she has had nothing working with in a preschool.
Experience.
So in that case, you're bringing somebody new that has not had even 1 day work experience with this type of children, and
She
that's
don't want to do career with children. She wants
Her
to be
education is
preschool teacher.
irrelevant.
Yes.
She's irrelevant to the dental practice.
Yeah.
She's
an
following a different career path.
educationist.
The
Yes.
childhood, but she's not a dentist.
Yes.
Education is childhood education, but she's not.
I agree with you. Let me ask Laurent, why you will not select D?
Come again, please.
Why you will not select candidate D for this position? Why you will eliminate?
I'm not going to select candidate D because James is a nurse who has general public health experience. He has never worked in pediatrics, and he's interested in securing a position in a private.
Correct. You are right. You are right, guys. So let me put it. Desperate hygienist. This is the thing that is critical when you are reading. When you are reading, you have to underline busy pediatric, desperate of an hygienist, the challenge, and to be considered more serious. So this is where the weakness is. I have underlined for you the weakness. So that's why the answer is B. You're all right. And I'm very happy. And you see, you have a very good reasoning. You say you are scared. Scared of what?
You
Scared of the maths.
Yes.
The punishment.
So look at this question. The age of a father and a son is 66. When I take the age of the father and I add it with the son, I come to 66. The age of the dad is the same, is the age of the son reverse. If I say, for example, 43, it becomes 34. If I say 12, it's 21. I reverse the age. There are different answers for this. What could be the age of the father and the son? Anybody? The total add up is 66. What could be the age? The father and the son, they are always reverse numbers. Anybody? First answer, it could be 15, 51. When I add it together, I become 66. Agree? 51
42
and 15.
and 24, Mr. Rico.
Yes?
42 and 24.
Correct, 42 and 24. What could be the next answer? The last answer.
44 and 22.
No, no, no. It had to be reversed. It had to be a number that is reversed between the father and the son. 60 and 0.
33 plus 33.
No. It should be 60 and 06. Each of them, when you combine them together, you get 66.
33 and 33 also.
Yeah, you can put 33, 36. Now I'm going to ask you a question that is going to hit you hard. You might not be able to get the answer. Yes?
3 and 33 cannot work because the father
cannot be the same age.
Exactly.
Age.
The father cannot be the same age as the child.
And
father
also
cannot be 33, the son is 33.
60 and 6 also, okay, we can agree, but
yes, it can be. It can be old, but he has a child of 6. Okay, let's look at the next question.
After retirement.
Yes. A man work on the 10th floor. It's like here at the AUCC, somebody work on the 10th floor, but he always takes the elevator to go down at the end of the day. So when he finished work on the 10th floor, he went direct on the ground floor to go home. Yet, every morning, when he's alone, he only takes the elevator to the 7th floor. Then he walks 3 stairs to the 10th floor. Whenever he's alone in the elevator, he always stops on the 7th floor. Then he will walk 3 stairs up, he goes to the 10th floor to his place of work. Even when he's in a hurry or he's late, even if it is hurry or late, he will stop at 7th floor. Nothing can stop him when he's alone, he has to stop on 7th floor. Something oblige him to stop on the 7th floor. And then he woke up. Then it says, but he will go all the way to the 10th floor. He will only go to the 10th floor whenever there is somebody in the elevator with him. When there is somebody in the elevator with him, he will go up to the 10th floor. He will not stop on the 7th floor. Or it's a raining day where he has an umbrella in his hand. Why? Anybody?
The guy is short.
Sorry?
The guy is short.
Then what
So,
happens?
so whenever he's with someone, someone has to help him to press the higher button to the 7th floor. But when he's alone, he cannot reach the 7th floor button.
Yes, Mr. Rico.
Yes.
Add to that, this guy hands cannot reach up to touch the button of the 10th floor.
Yeah, he cannot press the button on 10th floor. He's too
So as
short.
I said, the only way the hand can stop is 7th.
Yes.
So,
So when he's alone, he stops on 7. If somebody is there, he tells the person, push the 10th floor
Oh,
forward.
he can use
On
the
a rainy day,
umbrella.
he takes
The
the
umbrella.
umbrella, he presses the button on the 10th
the
floor.
button on the 10th floor, yeah.
Yes, that's why. But don't look at short people and don't laugh at them.
What if he forgot the umbrella on a rainy day?
Then he will go on the 7th floor. Okay, that is a question that I saw almost in the same direction like when we did for the D1 and the P5. It says you have 2 buckets. One bucket is 5 liters.
Oh, that's it.
A second bucket is 3 liters. It tells you you can fill the 5 liters. How are you going to fill the 5 liters with 4 liters water? That bucket of 5 liters, you want to fill only 4 liters. How will you measure 4 liters?
I woke up at 11.
Michael, can you mute? Michael, can you mute, please? Anybody? You have a bucket of water, 5 liters and 3 liters. You can fill with water, you can throw the water, but you need to collect 4 liters of water. How will you do that?
Monsieur Rico, je peux tenter?
Bien sûr. Go ahead.
Il met le... Okay, he put the 4 liters.
How would you get 4 liters? You can only fill 5 liters or 3 liters. And you have to get 4 liters. How will you do that? What?
By making half-half, both them. By
How do you
making
measure
half.
half? How can you measure half? Your half will never be 2.5 and 1.5. You cannot be exact.
Because 5 plus 3 is 8. Half of 8 is 4.
No, but how do you get on the first one? How can you get 2.5 liters? How can you measure? You can never get 2.5 manually without a measurement.
No, I think you start by putting water in the 5 liter. You fill it up. Then you put 3 liters in the 3 liter one. It means you are going to remain with 2 in the 5 liter one. Then you take the 3 liter, put 2.
How do you put 2?
Okay.
How do you put 2?
Yes, Rico.
Let me try,
Yes.
Mr. Rico.
Let me
Yes.
try.
Try.
Okay.
You 5 liters, you use half, you fill up to half with 2.5.
How do you fill half? How do you know it is half? It can be 1/3. It can be 2/3. You don't
No,
have a meter.
It is measured 5 liters, so half of 5 liters is 2.5.
No, you can only
No.
measure. You can only measure 5 liters or 3 liters. The mark on it is only 5 and 3.
So
You have
can
to
I
use
try?
5 and 3 to get 4.
Can I try?
Can I try, Mr. Rico?
Mr. Rico.
Mr. Rico.
Try.
Who want to talk first? I want to get your
Me?
name.
Can I come in?
Who is speaking?
Me.
Melvin.
Raise hand. How do you raise hand? What do you do? How to do this?
Can I get a hand? Who is raising hand?
Can I come in?
Am I
No,
coming?
wait. Wait. I want to know who is coming. I have so many people now. Let me start with the first hand I want to ask is John Ikubaje.
Yeah, Mr. Rico, you first empty the 3L, then the remaining one in the 5L. We now, that's what we use to complete the 3L.
Sorry again, you say you empty the 3L?
Yes, that will remain 1 liter. Then you start using the emptying the 5 liter. What we complete the 3 liter, we now make it 5 liter.
No, you need 4 liters.
How do I do?
Okay, next person, can I get, I see, not Iskinder. Iskinder might know it. Mr. Mulushao.
Thank you, Mr. Rico.
Yes.
First, you will empty the 3 liters, add the 5 liters to the 3 liters. When you add the 3 liters, there will be 2 liters remaining on the 5 liter. And you empty. You have 2 liters on the 5 liter. And you will empty the 3 liter again. And you add these 2 liters on the 3 liter. One you left on 5 liter. Then now I'm lost.
Okay.
Can I start? Can I try?
I think.
Mr. Rico, this is Melvin.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to give chance to everybody. Okay. Can I give the floor to some people who did not talk?
Okay.
There is somebody called Villiers Clark.
Yes, can I try it out, sir? Can you listen to me now?
Yes, I'm listening to you. Villiers,
yes,
go ahead.
The first thing you do is, first of all, you empty the 5 liter. Then you pour the 3 liters into the 5 liters.
Okay.
Then you fill again the 3 liters. You pour into the 5 liters. You are left with
1 liter.
1 liter. Then you pour the 5 liter. You empty the 5 liter. You pour now the remaining 1 liter into the 3 liters into the 5 liters. Then you fill again the 3 liters and you pour into the 5 liters.
Correct. So you are right. So first is you take the 3 liter full, you pour it into the empty 5 liter bucket. Again, you fill the 3 liter bucket, you pour the remaining, because in that 5 liter bucket, you have a space for 2. You continue pouring until the 2 liters go into the 5 liter bucket, which means that in the 3 liters bucket, you have 1 liter left. Because you have 3 liters, you have removed 2 liters and you put there. Now you empty that 5, you take that 1 liter, you put it into the 5 liter bucket. Again, you fill the 3 liters, it's not 3 liter, 5 liter bucket. You fill the 3 liters, you put it into the 5, so you have 3 plus 1 become 4. Correct.
There is one more way to do it, Mr. Rico.
Go ahead, tell me.
You empty the 3 liter. When you start, you empty the 3 liter. You fill up the 5 liter. And then you pour 3 liter into the 3 liter bucket. You remain with 2 liters on the 5. And then
2 liters will remain on the 5 liters.
Yes. And then you empty the 3 liter bucket. You put the 2 liter into the 3 liter bucket.
Okay.
So that now the 5 liter bucket is empty. You fill it up. And then when you try and fill the 3 liter bucket, which has 2 liters from the previous exercise, you only decrease 1 from the 5 liter bucket. So you will end up with 4 liters.
You pour only 1 liter. So 4 liters will remain in the 5 liters. Correct. Yes. Good. That is good reasoning. I'm very happy. This one I will give from home. Okay, we have 6 siblings here. You can see on the picture. 6 children. Ari has 6 siblings who were born all 2 years apart. There are 2 years between each one of them. The youngest is Rita. She's only 7. Hari is the oldest. What is the age of Hari? This is some of the questions that they ask. He can make you get gray hair. Like me. Okay, anybody want to try?
17.
Go ahead.
17.
Go ahead, go ahead.
It's 17.
It's 19.
19, 17.
It's 17.
It's 19.
It's 19 because there's.
But the 2 plus the 7 make it 19.
Yes, so each sibling is 2 years apart, which means that Harry is 7, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. They have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He become 19.
Yeah. Because the 6 are 12 years. So if you add Harry, which is 17, now make it 19.
Yes. Look at this one. 6 wolves can catch 6 lambs in 6 minutes. How many wolves will catch 60 lambs in 60 minutes?
$350.
Oh, my brother, it's not multiplication. It's not
Okay.
multiplication.
I see. Sorry. I thought it's a 60 lambs.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good. You are trying. It's good.
Ten sheep. 10 lamb, sorry.
One wolf will catch 1 lamb in 6 minutes. Because when I have 6 wolves, 6 lambs, so 1 wolf, 1 lamb, they will all take 6 minutes because they are working at the same time. They are not waiting for one to catch and then there's one go and catch. They all catch at the same time. So 6 wolf or 6 lamb, 6 minutes, which means that 1 wolf, 1 lamb, 6 minutes. Then 60 minutes, each wolf can catch 10 lambs. So 6 wolves will catch 60 lambs in 60 minutes. Only 6 wolves.
So, Mr. Rico, if you divide 60 by 6,
divide by
60 divided by 6 wolves.
The answer is 6 wolves. That will catch 60 lambs in 60 minutes.
Yeah.
But look at it when you get the slide. You will surely find something. I'm done. Patrick, I'm back to you.